For EP, climbing walls and handholds is our business, but that's really not why we're here. We're here to enrich people's lives and introduce climbing to the world. We know that once somebody gets an opportunity to go indoors and climb on a climbing wall, that they're going to be hooked and they're going to be a climber for life.
Welcome climbing fans, we're here in Vail, Colorado for one of the most enjoyable events on the IFSC World Cup Tour. We're deep in mountain country at over 8,000 feet or 2,500 meters up in the sky, double the height of Chamonix. We're part of a superb GoPro mountain games where you can see a whole range of world-class outdoor entertainment. I'm very proud to say that climbing is the big ticket item here today, with semis earlier this morning and the finals taking place right now at the base of Gondola 1. And a full house will grace our stage here today. All eyes are on local boy Nathaniel Coleman, who's had an incredible start to his World Cup career after taking silver in his only second event last week in Toronto, and he's just managed to make the finals here today. The favourite for the female side is Anna Sturr. She's won a medal in every one of her 5 years of coming to Vail. Really promises to be a truly exciting final here. Really looking forward to this. And this is Vail, Colorado. It's currently 18 minutes past 4 local time. And we're getting ready to start the action. We're about 12 minutes away. We were rushing around this morning, which was quite chaotic at times. But I'm very pleased to say we have a little bit more time on our hands now. My name's Adrian Battersby, and I'll be guiding you through today. I'm very pleased to say Alex Johnson's just sat down next to me. So it's great to have Alex, and she'll be talking you through, and basically I know you're going to be listening more to Alex than what I say, and I hope she does a lot more talking than me today for sure. Our officials for today, we rushed through this slide this morning because it was quite busy. These are our officials. Graham Alderson is the big cheese round here these days, and he's moving around and making sure everything's good. And those are our other officials that we have. Well, the finalists, we've got 6 female and 7 male finalists. And here are our females. We have Megan Mascarenhas, Margot Hayes, Anna Sturr, Shauna Coxey, Miho Nanaka and Aya Noguchi. There's some pretty young kids in there, just looking at their date of birth, 1998 on there. And Mascarenhas, there's a 16 and a 17-year-old in here. I think we need a babysitter, and Miho Nanaka is almost a veteran at 97 as well. So yeah, it's an interesting little combination of athletes there that we have. And as for the males, we will see it in a second. These are our 7 male athletes: Jason Holowach, Nathaniel Coleman, Kokoro Fuji, Jan Hoyer, Adam Ondra, Dmitry Sharafutdinov and Sean McCall. Well, the big news, of course, earlier on, and I'll be asking Alex Johnson about this a little bit later on, was the big story was Alex Puccio. One of the real, she's looking absolutely as fit as a fiddle in Toronto, as climbing as well as I've seen her climb, and she really has been doing some work this winter, there's no doubt about that. And it was really unfortunate for her because she's had a great time in Vail in the past. She's certainly looking very good, and then this happened. Here's a picture we took off Twitter earlier, Achilles injury, and she is out for the season. And the other big news a little bit early on, ACL, yes, injury. And the other big news was Julia Verm didn't make it through to the semi-finals, and she is watching and hopefully watching Jan Hoyer who will be competing here. Those are our officials again, which we mentioned a little bit earlier. So what we're going to do is have a quick run through on our profiles all the top athletes who have qualified here, and just take a little bit more time. And maybe Alex Johnson, who's come to join me, let's just switch your microphone on first, Alex, and then everybody can hear you.
Testing.
Hello,
Hey.
welcome to the world. It doesn't seem like a year, does it? You're a year more
No,
beautiful,
I know,
a year
my
more
gosh.
wrinkles. Oh dear. But yes, it was a year ago when you sat here. Well done, you made the semi-final this year.
I did, yeah, thank
the
you.
standard's pretty tough though, isn't it? Like,
You
those
know-
girls are incredible.
The competition is getting stiffer and stiffer every year, and it really goes to show how much training and work you need to put into these events at this day in the game. Like, the kids are getting younger, we're getting older, and everyone's getting better and stronger and training in the gym more, and
Yeah.
it's a stacked field.
Yeah. Well, let's just have a quick look at some of these athletes. Here's Megan Mascarenas. She's only competed in Vail 2013, Vail 2014, went to Vail, so she decided to pop across to Europe for an event. And here she is in her first major final. 17. What do you know about Megan?
Megan is the epitome of a dark horse. She's definitely one to watch in this event. I know she came into finals in 6th,
Yeah.
but she's gonna do really well, I think. Vail always tends to suit her style. She's a Colorado local. She'll have the crowd behind her. She's used to the altitude, and this kid is a phenomenal climber. At our U.S. team training camp a few weeks ago, she out-climbed all the boys and all the girls every
Really?
round of every day. This kid is phenomenal.
Wow.
She's the next thing,
Well,
for sure.
she's 17 years old. In fact, actually, we just got the wrong. Let's just go through the ladies first. Let's just have a quick look at Margot Hayes. Now, 16. What do you know about Margot?
Another young gun. She's always done really well growing up in the youth circuit. This is Margot's first World Cup, I think.
It's her third.
Okay. She did Toronto, made semifinals in Toronto, and this is definitely her best showing in an international field on the adult level. So it'll be interesting to see what Margot comes up with too.
Absolutely. Now, to be honest, we could talk for about half an hour about this lady.
The veteran.
Yes, the veteran.
The decorated veteran.
27 it says on the graphic. I thought it was 26, but the computer's adding another year on. I don't think
Wow.
she'll like that, but what can you say
Nope,
about Anna?
she's 27. Her birthday is a few days after mine, so she did just turn 27.
She just,
yeah.
right, computer, well done, thank you.
Wow, 27.
She's been
Crazy.
here 5 times. She's medalled every time. She's won
Yep.
3 times. You know, it's a great feeling to win in Vail. You did it in 2008. And,
Yep.
you know, what's that like? You know, in front of a crowd like this.
Honestly, Vail is probably the best crowd we get at World Cups. The people here, rain or shine, they're stacked thousands deep, and they're excited, and they're going to scream for you. Like, if you know, Anna knows what it's like. She's been here, she's podium, she's won.
Yeah,
The crowd's going to definitely get behind her. She's a favorite for sure.
she is. And look at that list: second, first, and third. That's certainly not bad going at all. And then next athlete up. This is the Bitchish Hope, Shauna Coxey, and she's been here. She's made the final every time. This is the 4th event. Shauna's had a bit of time with injury. She was really ill last week, but Shauna's a fantastic climber and really come of age last year, hasn't she?
Yep, another really constant competitor. She's consistent. She's consistently in finals. She's consistently on the podium. And, like, injuries aside, I know she broke her leg, she tweaked her finger, but she's come back and she's just as strong as she was.
Yeah. Well, next we have Japan. Now, you know, when you were climbing in 2008, when you started climbing, did you see so many Japanese athletes coming through as we're seeing here?
Honestly, in 2008, I hadn't even heard of any of these competitors. I showed up completely blind and just got super lucky. But like I said, they're getting younger and they're getting stronger, man.
Yeah. And Miho Nanaka, 18 years old. She seems to be a pretty constant finalist. She's had a couple of blips there. In Vail last year, she didn't make the final, but she'd be very happy to, to be here now. And then, well, we're going to leave the best to last because how good is this lady? She's the only athlete to have topped everything. In fact, I remember we talked about this last year. Akio Noguchi topped everything there was. And she's done it so far again, and she's looked as if she's made it look so easy.
Akio's climbing the best I've ever seen her. I was over in Japan about a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago, and I climbed with Akio for a week, and she's the best I've seen her.
Really?
She's climbing phenomenally well.
And the thing is, like, what is the secret that she just makes it look so easy? Like, she doesn't even look as if she's straining. That's the difficult thing, isn't it?
With Akio in practice, she tries as hard as she possibly can. She goes for it 100% in practice, and I think that's something that a lot of athletes have a really hard time doing is adapting that headspace that you get in competitive climbing and using it in practice. And Akio does that, and I think that that's why she's so smooth and consistent on the wall, is because she knows it's easy for her to try hard.
Yeah. Well, let's move on. We've got 7 men to pass through here. I do enjoy doing these profiles, and Jason Hollowatch in his first final, he's 2 Canadians in the final as well. You know, this is good for North America, and Jason has had a tremendous performance.
He's doing really well. I remember him from the youth days. I think I met him in Bulgaria or Scotland when I was like 14, and he was there doing youth events as well. It's really cool to see him again coming back and making finals. He was a strong young gun back in the day, and it's really cool to see him in finals again.
It is, and at 29 years old, 29. Again, I'm gonna sound a little bit ageist here, but 29 is quite old for a climber, isn't it?
To be making finals, yeah. Like, honestly, the finalists are getting younger and younger, and it's really cool to see people at that age able to, hang up with the young guns,
And here's one of the young guns, just correctly on cue, Nathaniel Coleman. I must apologise. I was calling you Nathan. Somebody from US Climbing said that you didn't like Nat, you didn't like Nathaniel, you like Nathan. I won't name them, but you are Nathaniel with me forever. A silver medal is only his second World Cup. Now, you experienced that yourself. You were winning things. This is a real good question I do want to ask you. What is that feeling like? You must feel absolutely invincible that you come into climbing early and you're suddenly beating everybody.
It's hard to describe. It's kind of bittersweet. You do feel invincible, you feel amazing, but on the other hand, you do feel added pressure coming out and like podiuming at the first World Cup event of the season. I know that coming into this event, he was extra nervous. There were added nerves because he did so well at the last event. He felt that there were expectations of him to do well at this one again, and that can be good or bad. And I think for him, he's the kind of kid, he's humble, he's sweet, he purely enjoys climbing. I think he's going to put on a great show, and no matter how he does tonight, he's going to have a smile on his face. We're
going to be a little bit quicker here. Kokoro Fuji has made it through. I think they're going to start bringing out athletes here, but Kokoro Fuji, we're going to just spin through these very quickly. We've got 4 legends of the sport. Unfortunately, they seem to be starting early. I've still got 2 minutes on my clock, but Jan Hoyer, world number 1. Jan, incredible performance. He's not world number 1 for nothing. And then he has that 27th. He has that blip. That can happen in climbing, can't it? You can just have a couple of bad boulders and suddenly you're gone.
Because there are 25 people at this event that have been in finals before and could win.
Yeah. So Jan Hoyer there, the world number 1. I think it's fair to say he's probably more pumped based on that last performance in Toronto than I've actually seen him for quite a while.
Yeah, they are starting a minute earlier.
They are starting earlier. Adam Ondra, there's Adam Ondra's list. Oh, they're doing a little cheer for the camera. Okay, that's a bit of crowd interaction.
He's a decorated veteran. We can all expect great things from him tonight.
Yeah, Adam had a few pressure moments. You get this in climbing, and this is where Nathaniel Coleman was so good. Nathaniel failed on M2. He had a tape issue, and he actually did something that nobody else has done. He went up M3 and M4s straight after, and that and Adam also did the same. He knew that the pressure was on, and he delivered when he needed to.
Yep.
So there's Adam. 2 more climbers. You may have heard of these guys. There's only Dimitri Sharafutdinov, who's certainly one of the top climbers on the World Tour. Look at his list. 28 years old. He's certainly, again, another athlete who's probably got a few more serious years left in him. But look at that list. Second, first, and first. He likes the Vail air. He likes it up high, doesn't he?
Yep. Another decorated veteran. We're going to expect great things from Dimitri tonight as well.
Yep. He was world number 2 back in 2007. Obviously, he's had lots and lots of competition with Killian Fischhuber over the years, but Killian is no longer around. He's retired. And last but not least, Sean McCall, who's been the great white hope for North American climbing, but now he's being pushed around a little bit.
Yeah, great to see Sean back in finals. He's one of my favorite athletes to watch. I love his style. I'm really excited to see Sean climb tonight too, in front of a North American crowd, no less.
Okay, well, we'll get straight off that, and let's have a look at the climbers who are just coming out onto... I envy you guys sometimes. You sat up there, everybody's cheering. Nathaniel Coleman. I think I'm going to have to keep Alex Johnson sat on a seat here. She may get a bit excitable during this commentary.
He's my fave tonight.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Okoro, I've actually never heard. I haven't heard much about him.
No. He's.
But he's in finals, so.
But he's made the finals. Yet again, another top Japanese athlete. Well, they're all going to be doing a little bit of. We do have plenty of time on our hands here. They're going to be doing a little bit of looking around, and I always have a little giggle at this. I know the climbing community is a wonderful community, and but it's something. The old cynic in me makes me always think that, you know, if you see a way of getting up a problem that nobody else has spotted, are you going to seriously tell them? If you've got a gold medal dangling away, waiting to go around your neck, here's Adam Ondra. I am an old cynic. I'm in my 40s. I'm allowed to be. Miho Nanaka. What a great athlete she is, and again, 18 years old, and I think there's 3 athletes younger than her in this field. Dimitri.
It's really interesting not seeing Killian Fischuber in this lineup.
I know. You can't get used to it, can you?
Nope. 6 years of seeing Killian in finals in Vail. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah. Sean McCall. Well, he had a bit of a nightmare in Toronto. Didn't make the final by a long, long way. And here they are. These are our finalists. And over the next couple of hours, we're going to have a bit of fun. The one thing that always happened, I remember this happened last year, it just shoots by so quickly. And then suddenly we're packing up and going home. And, you know, I think these are moments just to savor. Let's take a breath. Let's just enjoy the next couple of hours. We're going to see the best climbers in the world going head to head. And, you know, I love it when there's some big guns in there, but there's also people like Jason, who's been around, he's done everything. And here he is in his first major final.
At the ripe age of 29.
The ripe old age of 29.
Anything is possible.
Well, I think there's going to be, of course, we're in China in a few weeks' time. In fact, what we'll... just bringing up on your screen right now, these are the events that are coming up. So obviously today is Saturday the 6th of June, but coming up later, we've got the 21st, we're in Chongqing in China. That'll be Mike and Tom out there with a local commentator, and moving on to Haiyang, also in China, the following week. Chamonix, the European Championships, as well as the World Cup, which I didn't know actually could happen, but apparently it is. And that's going to be a superb event. Always love Chamonix, although it does tend to rain too much at that time of year. And Briançon also, and who, you know, you probably remember the video we took of everybody's electrics, and a few people ended up in hospital when the lightning came down and absolutely blasted everybody. It was pretty serious stuff over there. So we'll be taking our raincoats to the south of France. Now, Alex, have you had a chance to have a little look at any of these problems out there?
You know, I haven't yet. I'm not in the best viewing area.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you want to go out and have a quick look, because somebody of your experience, I need to know what you think is going to challenge them. So have a little look through all 4. So on the camera, you may even see a tall American athlete just having a little nosy over the top of everybody's shoulders, and she's going to have a quick look and give us her thoughts on the webcast. So we are live. I hope you're all enjoying it. What I always say is, please keep it clean. Please, let's be respectful of the athletes. Let's have no swearing. You will be kicked out of the webcast. You will be kicked out of the chat. Of course, you can still watch the webcast. But this banning on YouTube is pretty hard going, I'll tell you. You are not allowed to come back, basically. So it knows who you are. It knows where you live. And it will say, sorry, you're not allowed to come in the chat anymore. So I hope you're enjoying this. We are live. I know in Europe it's quite late. A lot of you are going to be... but you're not going to work tomorrow, are you? It's Sunday. So just stay up. Get the coffee out and enjoy the next 2.5 hours of absolutely wonderful world-class climbing here. Alex Johnson is just having a good look around. And she will give us some views on what is to come. We'll probably get the chance. You obviously you saw the start list. Hopefully there will be live results on the IFSC website. We did seem to have a little bit of a glitch in the web system a little bit earlier on. and I'm always happy to take your questions. We may not see them because we're obviously very busy commentating and running graphics and everything else for this live event. But I am always interested to see for you to ask questions on here. Now, the one issue is how can they look at the problems in finals? It is something that is done in finals. All the athletes are able to look at the problems. They always have a chat. I can see Adam Under and Fuji there having a little bit of a joke about a particular hold. And basically, they are allowed to have a good look. This is part of the process, and it's fair for everybody, and they always do it in finals. Now, I will probably have to revert to Alex Johnson to get the actual reason why, but generally, it is just something that I've always seen, and that's a really good question. I think you may need to. I may need to ask that later on. These we were talking a little bit earlier that some of these holds are pretty tricky, and there's holds out there that have got sort of two levels. There's an inner hold, which is like rough, where you can put your fingers and your feet. The beeper's gone, so they're moving on now to the next problem. And the outer side is quite smooth on a lot of these blue holds, these blue circular ones. So it means you can't easily put your foot on top. Well, in fact, you can't, because it will slip. And the only way to really get up there is actually to try and get your foot inside the hold. You're going to see a lot of this. You're going to see Alex talking about this. She's having a real good look there. So we're just let's not put silly characters on the screens. I can ban you all for that as well. let's just looking at problem M3 and 4. So what we're doing, we're going from right to left on the main wall here. You can see from this far camera how they are, those far corners are actually, there's quite an incline on there, so it's pretty difficult, you've got to say that. So we have 7 male climbers, 6 female climbers, so that means we're going to have Jason Hollowatch, who will go on his own first. So he'll get the benefit of doing a bit of solo climbing, and then they should go side by side. Do remember, you can tweet to us using the hashtag IFSCWC. Send us your pictures. Nice to see our IFSC tweeters are taking screenshots of the stream, and we are all ready. And do send us pictures. Tell us where you are in the world. Tell us what time it is. And why don't you just knock up a picture on there as well? Show us where you're watching from. I know there's a lot of you watching from gyms. I know it's late in the UK. It's 20 to midnight. So a lot of the gyms in Europe will all be closed. But for those of you in the US, or even in Asia, where it might be early morning, maybe you're at a gym. Maybe you're real hardcore. I don't know. Anyway, we're... just send us a tweet using the hashtag IFSCWC, and I'll keep an eye on that. Hi, Guido Sanchez. You're watching from Argentina. Brilliant. Fans for Margot Hayes as well. Campbell Harrison. Brian Runnels says Adam and Akil for the win. Wonderful. Nice to see Pierre in France. He's looking after the tweeting for the IFSC. So hello, Pierre. Nice to see you watching us. So even later, isn't it? 20 to 1 in the morning. My goodness. But yes, let's get this Twitter going. You know, we're getting so many people watching our webcast. It's wonderful to see. Over 105,000, I think, have watched the European Championships. I know Toronto only last week. I can actually see Alex Puccio ahead of me. She's just stretching her knee a little bit there. And Alex Johnson has come back from a little sojourn into the wilderness. And yes, you didn't just stop at the coffee shop, did you?
There is no coffee or beer anywhere here.
Good. But a biscuit.
But I got a cookie, yeah.
Okay, Now, just give us, we'll talk about each problem in detail a little bit later, but just give us your overall impression. If you're a climber, you've looked at those 4 problems from a female point of view. What's your thought?
They look really hard. I actually was talking to Angie Payne. She's standing over there out in the field. I turned around and I was like, whoa, Ange, these look really hard, you know? A lot of volumes and not a lot of holds. Lots of volumes. They look the appropriate amount of technical and powerful, but like next level, you know?
Really?
They look really hard. Yep.
Well, you know, we've got, like, we all know Percy Bishton is a real top-class route setter, and, you know, he gets gigs like this because there's probably nobody better than him in the world.
Yep.
And, you know, he's set some incredible problems in the semi-finals. Do you think that he's looked at the field and seen that Akio's topped everything, and he's seen that Sean was looking good, and he's gone, right, you know, I'm going to push these guys a bit harder?
I think that the field that's in finals right now, whatever's thrown at them, I think they're capable of doing, and it's going to be really impressive to see these girls pull this off. It looks really hard.
And tell us, men's problems, what about, are they equivalent? Is that the same?
Equally as hard. Men's number 4 looks like it's going to have a really cool little 360 sort of campus move in it. Men's number 1 looks super technical. I honestly couldn't even read it. I just looked at it and was like, oh, screw on monos. I have no idea. The men's problems look really cool.
Well, Percy Bishton, actually, I don't know if we can see this on camera, but he's actually going up there. You can see it in the corner of the screen now. He's actually going up there just to change. Now, what could be happening there, Alex? Is it that maybe there's a...
I have no idea.
You know, obviously the athletes...
I mean, they already previewed it, so he's got to either be tightening it or...
Oh, he's moving. Is he changing the hold?
Changing it. This is interesting. I mean, if he changes it, the athletes are probably going to get a second chance to preview.
Well, this is interesting. I don't think I've ever seen this before. Have you seen this? Actually changing. Now, normally they would screw it in. If they think it's loose, you know, they could screw it in a little bit harder and let an athlete have another go at the problem. But to actually do this before? Oh, well, it's a good start.
Maybe it didn't have a set screw and they're just getting a screw through it. It looks like they're going to use the same hold.
Yeah. They just weren't maybe not happy that they'd got a good enough hold on it. Just very quickly before we start, Alex, put your situation. You know, you're probably aware that she actually did it just by dismounting. She didn't fall. She got to the top. She's probably done it 1 million, 2 million times in her career. You know, has that sort of situation ever happened to you? Have you heard of that sort of thing happening?
I have heard of this before. This is probably going to be widely debated. I'm opening a can of worms, but it comes from being malnourished. You know, Pooch is super fit right now, and she's been climbing really hard, and there's like talk of overtraining, and you know, maybe body's not getting the nutrition they need, and the ultimate thing that's going to happen is you're going to get injured. Like, your body needs nutrients in order to stay strong and keep going and keep climbing like that, and it was just a freak accident, but it definitely has brought up the discussion. I've heard it for the last 2 days of diet and nutrition, and
well, that's you know, you're very brave to say that. I've got to say.
I know. I'm like
it's
really nervous about saying it right now because like obviously she's the fittest she's ever been, and she's been climbing amazing. But like,
no, and that's you know, and this is you know, you've allowed us into the world of elite athletes. Really, is to, you know, there is a debate here. Like, I was reading the newspaper
it's
about concussion
topic.
And stuff like that. When people, you know, athletes are allowed to carry on playing in the NBA, it's happened in Premier League football in the UK last season. And, you know, this also, you know, Alex absolutely looks incredible.
Super fit. And I'm not saying that's what it's from, but, like, it's definitely raised a question of, like, how far do you take it, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Alex Johnson...
It's unfortunate because she's climbing the best she's ever climbed. And all in all, like, it sucks to be injured like that. And I wish her the best. It's going to be, like, hopefully a good recovery for her.
Well, absolutely. There is no doubt... We wish her all the best for recovery. It's going to be tough. She's undoubtedly worked super hard. You can just tell by looking at her physique.
Yeah.
And she has absolutely killed herself during the winter. And, you know, it's
Huge
just a real
bummer.
shame. You know, you can see she's looking a little bit upset. I'm just looking. She's literally sort of 10 metres away from
She knows she could be in finals.
Yeah. She's not a happy girl at the moment.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that. This is Jason Hollowatch. And Jason, his first final at the age of 29. Good man, Jason. Well done. He owns a gym. In fact, I had Commander telling me loads of information, but she was telling me while I was in the middle of setting up all those fancy graphics that you watched during the intro. So I really couldn't take a lot of it in, but Commander, I do apologise, but I do remember that he owns a gym in Canada, and I'm afraid I cannot give you any more. I really must start a big black book and get lots of info. Here he goes. Now, this is one of those lovely problems, isn't it? Little crack down the middle to just push your fingers into.
This was the one I actually looked at and couldn't read. I got this part. I guess I got this far, and then after this, there's just like tons of little blue like holes screwed on everywhere. You know.
Yeah. How is he going to get? All right. Here we go. It's like, oh, lovely.
Bonus
well, there
on
you
the
go.
second try.
Yeah, that was a lovely little powerful move there from Jason. He's going out first, but he's showing the way. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, my goodness.
I know that those feet that are screwed on are dual text, so they're textured in the middle and slippery all around the outside. They're such a pain to try to stand on, and he tops it.
And I was mentioning that earlier while you were out there, that that you're not supposed to be putting your feet on there, but he managed to, and he managed to keep a grip.
Yeah,
and,
those footholds are so stressful. You stare at your foot and you go, please stay on.
Well, now I don't believe they're going to wait all the 4 minutes.
I hope not. Or we'll just be sitting here.
Yeah.
I think it's a running clock. I hope it's a running clock.
Yeah, I think they're not going to just bring the next, even though it's problem 1. Normally, yes, they are bringing them on. Yeah, normally they should do that.
Yep, 7 in finals. Jason will climb by himself. Nathaniel in Toronto actually tied for 6th going into finals, so he's sitting in the exact same spot and looking to move up. Really cool to have. Sorry, 2 Americans on the wall right now. These 2 were actually on the wall at the same time during semifinals as well, and it's really cool to. Yeah, the crowd's chanting USA. This is going to be exciting.
Alex, you're not allowed to chant USA as well while you're on commentary. It is a wonderful moment, though, isn't it? Here we are in a major world final, and you've got 2 USA athletes. 18 and 17.
Yeah.
How incredible.
This is going to be a really exciting finals round with these 2 climbing at the same time for sure.
Up they go. So very interesting, actually. Jason Holowach, who tied, so we have 7 athletes in the men's category, with Holowach making the top. Just one of those little moments maybe where, the route setters are, they don't want problems that everybody can do, of course. Here comes Mascarenas.
Matching the bonus, so she's going to get control of the bonus on her first try. And in these events, it's sometimes easy to forget where the importance lies.
Yeah.
And it's in the bonus and the finish hold. Your ultimate, when you come out, your ultimate goal is to grab the bonus on your first try and keep going from there. And a flash for Megan. Really, really great job.
Absolutely incredible. What a start for Megan Mascarenas. And look at this view of Nathan Coleman here.
Nathaniel.
Now, here we go, baby.
Yeah, a lot of competitors, myself included, forget. We get stuck in the mindset that each hold is worth points, and we get 2 points per problem, bonus and top.
Yeah.
And if you don't think you can get to the top, maybe it's better strategy to not get back on.
Yeah.
Come on, buddy.
Nathaniel's looking good here. This is the crucial point now, isn't he? He has to put his foot and stay. Oh, he's done it. Wow. Well, there we go. 3 climbs, 3 tops. Now, these are the easier problems, it's fair to say. I think, Percy does have a reputation of, as he did in the semi-finals, he admits that he always likes to warm them up and then give them the real tough ones later on. And even though we've seen some clearances, we may see everybody clear this. It has happened before. There's still plenty to come, isn't there?
And this is where your attempts come in to play. It's really important to execute on first or second attempt, because those attempts will start counting against you. The athletes in finals are are flashers. They're really good at flashing.
Yeah.
They come out and they execute first try, and any slip off the start can count against you. And these people are experienced veterans, and they know.
These kids are at school still.
Yep, high school.
Oh my goodness. And here she is. I just wonder at this age, do they actually, at 16, do you realise, what you've just done? You had the same in Vail in 2008. It was almost too early, I suppose.
You almost can't appreciate it.
Yeah.
Because when I did it, I didn't appreciate it because it was my first attempt. It almost was like it came easy.
Yeah.
And every event since then has been harder and harder and harder. So if I were to make finals again, it would be like the ultimate. I would have the ultimate appreciation towards it. Like.
Yeah. And yet in 2008, you just ran through it, won the whole thing, and you were like, oh, okay, thanks a lot. I'm going off.
Complete surprise.
Now. Yeah. Here's Kokoru Fuji. I love the Japanese style. Fuji's one of these athletes. He's always got a smile on his face. I know a lot of the Japanese do. This man is smiling even when he falls. He doesn't really look disappointed. And he's a big guy as well. So he's one of the athletes who needs a bit more power to get up there. Here's Margot Hayes.
Wrestling with those volumes, like in the preview, like I said, it's not a lot of holds on these things. It's a lot of volumes, and it's more like a wrestling match than a climbing match at this point.
Yeah. And of course, the route setters will always put a little bit of something different in here from time to time. Okay, we're just blocking John there. If you're going to be putting silly comments on, then you go. I have a real feeling of power of blocking people on the chat just for putting stupid comments on or silly graphics. So keep it clean, everybody. It's respectful for all the athletes. But we're obviously concentrating. I'm sat here, one of the world's top athletes, Alex Johnson, talking climbing, watching the world's best go through one of the major tournaments in the world. It can't get any better than this. So much as I'd love to keep an eye on the chat, interestingly, these two are having a bit of a problem, aren't they? Both of them. And this is boulder climbing, isn't it, Alex? That sometimes there are certain types. Alex Puccio had it in Toronto. There was a problem, but everybody else did quite comfortably. Alex wasn't anywhere near. And that cost her a medal at the end of the day, and that is bouldering.
Oh, for sure. And especially these comps, it's all style dependent. There's 4 different problems, and it's a complete toss-up if any of all 4 will fit their style,
Yeah. So here's Margot having a good look at this one. One minute to go. This is the big moment now. And these athletes will be very aware that the others have all topped. So extra pressure now. Now we are working on a stop clock, so that means as long as they get onto the problem, if the clock goes, they will be allowed to carry on climbing. Here's Fuji making a big move.
Finally getting up past the bonus. With 20 seconds to go, Fuji finishes, and Margot knows that it's a running clock, so if she just gets back on with 1 or 2 seconds to go, she can stay on the wall.
Look at that crowd. Whoa. They're going all the way back there. We've got 2,500 watching live now. We're in the middle of the night in Europe, so there'll be 20 or 30,000 watched by the morning. Margot Hayes has given it up, so I think she maybe made a slight time misjudgment. You can let her off at 16 years old. She's got a little bit of time to learn climbing. Wow.
She's got a bright future for sure.
She certainly has. And that's problem 1. She's got more to come. Next athlete's up. Anna Stur, what an incredible athlete she is. And also, you've also got to say she's one of the nicest people around. I have never known her turn down an interview. She does it with full gusto. Even though she's been defeated, she knows that we want to get her reaction having had a bad event, and she's always given us her time.
All smiles.
Yeah. And it must be strange for her with Killian no longer around. Must be quite strange that, her partner She lives with Killian in Innsbruck, but she's doing this event, and Killian's probably climbing some rocks somewhere in the Austrian mountains. And here we go.
Or watching the live feed.
He's probably watching the live. Killian, we miss you. Get back on this world tour. We miss you, Killian. Oh, look at Jan Hoyer. Oh, his foot slipped. Now, was it Vail last year? No, it was Toronto, where actually he tried to go for a problem too quickly, got too confident, cocky can I say in America, and he basically, that looked exactly the same to me. He wasn't settling himself, he just tried to walk it up, and it cost him a gold medal in Toronto last year. I think it was Toronto, I may be wrong, somebody can correct me on the chat, but he just tried to, he was trying to do a statement of intent there, wasn't he? He was trying to nail it in about 20 seconds.
It's something I struggle with a lot at these events is trying to slow down and finesse your way up something as opposed to power your way up something, because it's easier to fall into your own style, and just I climb really dynamically and I use a lot of momentum, and I get majorly hosed in events like this when I just can't slow it down and take a breath,
And I think I was just about to say, I think, was it F2 or it was F2, where I think you didn't settle.
The first one.
And Jan Hoyer makes it second time quite comfortably, but you didn't settle. The crowd were going crazy behind you, and you tried to do. I think I said showboat on commentary. That might be cruel, but you tried to do it all in one instead. Whereas you see a lot of the Akiya Noguchi will always make sure she's got her feet absolutely planted before moving on.
It was I went dynamically to the finish. I thought I could hold it, and then watched everyone else go really static and controlled to it, and it was disappointing.
Yeah, I can imagine. No worries. But here is Anna Sturr. Now, these athletes, it's fair to say, Alex, you especially in a final. In a semi-final, it's very difficult to know who's doing what. In a final, it's a piece of cake. Only one person climbing. You know if they've made a top. Anna knows that, we've had tops on F1 already.
Yep. And it's how long they're on the wall for. Megan was only out here for 30 seconds, and then she walked back out. She finished it. We know.
Yeah. Oh, listen to this crowd. This is a crowd. We've just seen two Americans climbing, and they're giving Anna as big a cheer. This is what climbing's all about. Absolutely wonderful. Oh, my goodness.
Dropping the top, and that's somewhere where Megan went slow and static, and Anna tried to go dynamically. And it's so hard to get out of that mindset when that's your style.
Yeah. Look at that audience there. What a beautiful sight here. Now this is important, and this is where experience counts. Anna does this a lot. She's not on the wall. She'll take another 30, 40 seconds and go, right, I know how to get up to there. She's almost got a photographic memory sometimes. She knows that. She's like, right, what did I do wrong at that last part?
And her muscle memory is amazing. If she does something once, she'll do it every time after that. And I was talking to her earlier, and she said that she'd give one try and come down and rest for the entire rest of her time before she tried again, because the altitude is just brutal up here. Like, we can't do 2 or 3 good tries in a row. We need to climb, rest, and hopefully give one more good attempt.
Yeah. I do have an answer, actually. I didn't say it on commentary, but the reason they took that hold off on M1 is they were putting a GoPro. Oh my goodness, Anna's down. Right, well.
She's got 10 seconds. That's plenty of time to get back on the wall.
Yeah. Wow. But they were putting a GoPro inside, and I'm sure we're going to see some pretty spectacular footage. Time is running. Time is out. This is it. Anna Sturr is away from the wall. Oh my goodness. I would not have expected that. She just had problems. Having got up it once, it's obviously an energy sapper.
For sure, and I've experienced taking it back to myself again. On number two,
we want to.
number 2, I got to the top, and it completely zapped me, and I wasn't even close to getting back up there again. And you have to have like one good go, because at this altitude, that's pretty much all you get.
Well, yeah, the altitude, it is incredibly high. We're going to see the next 2 athletes. We are, it's incredible to think 2,500 meters up. Chamonix is just over 1,000 meters. So it is very thin here. I brought a packet of crisps with me from England. I got the bag out of my bag, and it was absolutely blown up massively. Here we go. Adam Ondra and Shauna Coxey Czech Republic and Great Britain, two of the real top climbers on the World Tour. Shauna coming back from injury. She was very sick last week in Toronto. She really wasn't in the mood, and you know, if you're not well, climbing is probably one of the worst sports where you need to be physically really on it.
And Shauna is hopefully living proof for Puccio as how fit you can come back from after an injury. Like, Shauna broke her leg 2 years ago. She had a finger injury last year, and she's come back and still making finals. So you can always come back from your injuries, and hopefully even stronger.
I'll just comment online. It is actually quite cold here. I'm wearing quite a thick jacket. We're under a tent, but the sun has gone. We had some quite heavy rain a little bit earlier on. Shauna Cox is having problems with that same area. And it is quite cold here. Now, as a climber, do you prefer it like this? Do you feel there's a bit more grip when
Definitely.
It's cold? Yeah.
It might be worse for the crowd, but this temperature is awesome for climbing. We would prefer this to having it be too hot in any case. I remember Canmore, the World Cup in Canada, 2011, it snowed and we were still climbing in our capris and our tank tops because it does increase the friction with the holds. Like, it's easier to climb when it's cold than when it's hot.
Yeah. Well, this is only problem one. We've got a lot more to come. Already we have separation, but I'm not sure we'd have thought that Megan Mascarenas would have done F1 and Anna Stroh would not have. So, cat amongst the pigeons a little bit here. That could really, there's only four
Dark
problems.
horse, like I said.
Absolutely.
That girl's going to be phenomenal, is phenomenal, and will even get more phenomenal.
Yeah, absolutely. We are keeping an eye on the chat. If you do have any questions, Alex Johnson is looking for any questions out there. We're very interested to hear them. Really questions about this event, about the particular problems, we will try and take. But of course, we're here to cover the climbing. And Adam Ondra having a little look at this. It was interesting to know, and I don't know if it was down to Adam had real problems with one of the earlier problems where it required a lot of shoulder strength. Now, is it fair to say Adam is probably not one of the strongest climbers out there when it comes to the upper part of the body and pulling yourself up?
That's a tough call. Man, I don't know. He's just one of the strongest climbers in the world, period. So I think it would be really hard to pinpoint a weakness on him.
It was problem M3, and it was just one of those with the two big slabs, the two big volumes either side, and he just couldn't pull himself up there. And I don't know if it's altitude or but he just seemed to be lacking a bit of power when he needed it. Whereas when you saw Sean McCall do it, he was almost playing with it at times. He was trying a different way. He was going a bit upside down, and it just seemed that Adam, and he's looking a bit listless here. Look at his body language.
And he's also quite tall, and I don't know if that had something. I didn't see the problem from earlier, but maybe it was harder for him to get into the position. I think he's one of the taller competitors.
Yeah. Well, Shauna also having problems. We're into the last minute here. Question from Kochos, is M1 slab or vertical? Yes, can't tell from the angle. Oh, real big cheers from, there's quite a few Brits here in the crowd who've come to watch Shauna, really cheering her on. Time's running out. Adam Ondra has managed to get through, and now he's into he's trying to put his foot into that gap. I wouldn't advise for that. He's in trouble here, isn't he? Oh, that was a risky move, but it paid off.
Hopefully his feet stay on those little jibs and don't pop off.
Here we go. Time's running out. Now this clock is not 100% accurate. Time is out on the clock. And Shauna Coxey has departed, so the clock was slightly out there. But Shauna Coxey has not made problem F1. But Adam Ondra, he's not looking a happy man. But then again, he did make it. Off he goes.
I think he gets personally frustrated with himself.
Yeah.
Not at anyone or at a boulder, but when he can't do something, it makes him really mad because he really wants to do it. We've seen it. Like, if he can't do something, he's furious.
He just beats himself up quite badly, doesn't he? He kicked the wall in Toronto when he failed on a problem because he knew. I spoke to him about it at this event, and he said he knew that other people had made it, and it was possibly him not qualifying. But yes, I love his emotion, and it's great that he feels like that. Here we go. Two great athletes here. Dmitry Sharafutdinov of Russia who's actually older than Killian Fishuber, but he's still competing. For some reason, he never does Toronto, and I need to talk to him about that. But he's here in Vail. He likes
Visa problems, maybe.
Yeah, well, that is always mentioned, and I think I need to actually go and speak to him about it. The live results are working on the website. I have been informed, so that's great to hear. So you can go to the website. You're probably working out for yourself, really, what's going on, but if you do need to find out what's happening, then it's all on the IFSC-climbing.org website. As, of course, all past videos and all future videos. But, yeah, we're very busy. It's great to see so many of you watching this, and I hope you're enjoying it as much as we are here. It's definitely getting dark. Those cameras are looking dark on the screen. It is dark here, I'll tell you now. Those cameras are reflecting the actual conditions. We don't have lighting. This is why we start at 4:30.
I don't know if it's dark because of nighttime, though, or dark because of the clouds. It's the weather. Hopefully the weather holds out.
Yeah.
Miho finishing.
Miho.
I think that's a flash on number 1.
Yeah. Well.
And Dimitri as well.
And Dimitri does it as well. Well, there we go. That really does throw things into the mix a little bit now. Miho Nanaka has made it. And we've got 2 athletes to go. We'll have a very interesting leaderboard coming up very shortly. So basically, after each climber has had an attempt at each problem, we will bring up the leaderboard on screen, and you'll be able to have a little check, see how your favourite athletes are going. And it is certainly a little bit different from how we may have expected. Final 2 athletes, Sean McCall and Akio Noguchi. Here we go. This is a big moment for both these athletes.
I have high expectations for Akio. I'm not. I don't want to jinx her, but high expectations for Akio. Sean qualified in first. I was climbing side by side with Sean in semifinals, and after every round he would finish and he'd walk past me, and I'd still be standing on the mat struggling, and he'd whisper, "Come on, Alex, you can do it." And it was like a little extra incentive to try to get my butt off the ground, but alas.
Here we go. Akio's style is always fascinating. Sean a little bit more direct, a bit more powerful. And he even beat.
He's one of my favorite climbers to watch. I think his style is, I really like his style. It's unique. He's dynamic but controlled at the same time, which I think is really hard to master.
Yeah. Well, he does well he's like Schubert. He does well in the lead climbing, and he even beat Rosa in the first round of the Speed World Cup, because my theory is Rosa was going for a world record. He slipped. McCall just walked up in 15 seconds. But Sean is getting 8 seconds on the speed climb. He's done about an 8.5. So, he's really worked hard at it. And he did say in an interview last year that, it was the way that he was going to guarantee that he would win the overall world ranking at the end of the year, because Jakob was not a speed climber. Here we go. Sean.
He's got bonus. I think from this point, he'll go to the top. I haven't seen anyone fall after this point. I'm going to stop talking.
Well, this is where Hoyer went, but Hoyer tried to just get straight up there. Sean's taking his time.
Come on, buddy.
Akio's still quite low down at the moment. We'll catch up with Akio in a second.
As long as those feet don't pop.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Sean McCall. A flash for the Canadian.
Second try, I think.
Oh, was it second?
I think he fell going
thank
for the
you.
bonus on his first try.
Here's Akio Noguchi.
It's rare that I see Akio get this far on a problem and not finish. She's the finisher. She executes. If she can get up on something, she goes for gold every time. Just like Anna, she went a little too dynamically. The 2 girls that have stuck it so far have stuck it completely static. She definitely still has time to get back up and do it again. I just got a thumbs up from Alex Puccio. It looks like she's doing all right. She's got her knee elevated. She gave me a mittens thumbs up.
She's giving a mittens thumbs up. Hopefully we'll try and get a quick word with Alex. We won't expect her to stand, but we'll try and have a little word with her after the end of the event just to get the words from her mouth. I just can't believe that that could happen. But Graham Alderson was saying to me that he's known top athletes. You fall off a million times and just something goes wrong and you catch a foot
and I mean, Paul Robinson broke his ankle. He fell a foot off the ground, not even a foot off the ground, and fell and just broke his ankle.
Broke his ankle?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Here's Akio. Now, all the men have solved problem one. I'm just having a little look. Jan Hoyer, Sean McCall, Sharafutdinov, Coleman and Holowach all in 2 attempts, with Ondra and Fuji in 6 attempts. So
Akio's getting the crowd riled up. It's
I love
deep.
this.
It's deep, man. This crowd can get loud. I don't know that we've actually hit our full potential yet.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, if Megan and Nathan take gold, the roof is going to be lifted off this indoor arena here. We are outdoors, but this part is all undercover. We're protected from the rain. Here goes Akio, and she's outside her comfort zone here, isn't she? She's not happy with this.
She does not like climbing after the buzzer goes,
no.
because this is your last attempt. It's stressful. It's more stressful than your first attempt.
And I think she was going to come off then, and then she realised the clock was counting down, and she's had to stay on.
She tries harder than anyone I've ever seen, hands down.
Oh, incredible. I'll tell you what, that was just something amazing from Akio. I am 100% sure she was going to come off, and looked at the clock and realised there was only a few seconds left. And so she got herself in a bad position. How good is it to be in a bad position and try and correct it while on the wall?
The ultimate stressful situation at this point.
Here we go. Now she's got herself out of that, and there we go. Oh, no way! Oh, my goodness, I cannot believe it. Oh,
heartbreaking finish for Akio Noguchi.
That is unbelievable.
When she paused on that, I really, really expected her to finish it.
So if we can go to the lock-off, we're just going to bring up the latest scores now. This is how we stand. Just very quickly. Here's the men's side of things. Everybody's completed. It's very early days there, but that's how we stand. Ondra, 5 attempts, and Fuji in 6 attempts. That may be difficult for them later on. And Jason's just starting, but very quickly we're just going to bring you up with the female category. Noguchi there, failing. That's a shock. But there we go. In fact, they're slightly updated. She's still in 3rd place, of course. Okay, getting back to the action. Jason Holowach. Wow, this is pretty good going, isn't it?
They're very strict about the rule that all 4 points need to be on where the tape is. I think he got called down once or twice.
Our clock is not actually working at the moment, so do excuse us. It shows 0.
2:59 on
2:59
on
left.
the clock.
Thank you very much. Oh yes, we can just see it in the corner of the screen. So we'll keep an eye on the clock. So male problem 2. Tell us about this.
I read this as a wrong, because that's not how Jason just tried it. As a press off of that first black volume, because there's a foot to the right above the M2 sign. Yeah, I read this as a mantle press, and then right hand to the higher scooped volume and left hand to the bonus. But looks like I read it wrong.
Yeah, well let's see what happens.
Oh, actually, this is what I was thinking.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, didn't read it wrong.
Yeah. Jason, well, at least he knows how to get to that position, but, you know, we are in a situation. You know, Alex, would you say it is a message, because we're so high, you know, if you notice this as an athlete, that, you know, you could have 3, 4, 5 attempts at a problem like this, be okay, but when it gets to, you know, this high altitude, that you have to realise that you need a bit more time to recover.
Definitely, absolutely. The air's thinner, it's harder to get the oxygen into your muscles, hard to recover, and these athletes are really tired.
We're just giving you the clock manually for this particular climber. 1:30 left on the clock. Thank you for Pierre Emmanuel over in France, just keeping me informed. He's my bodyguard for this evening. Hope you've got the strong coffee on, or maybe even it's a nice bit of French wine. Jason here, he's obviously, this is probably his last attempt. There's just coming up to about a minute left on the clock. There are photographers all over the place. Here's the move. Here's the move. A swing across, and oh!
That's pretty cool. If that's the intended sequence, that's sick.
Yeah.
I think he needs to slow it down just a little bit.
Yeah, 50 seconds. Percy Bishton's done a good job here from Great Britain. He loves his route set. He's got a wicked sense of humour. He likes to do a few little pranks. He likes to send people down a few dead ends. And unfortunately, normally we would get an interview with the chief route setter and play you the interview as audio while the first climber, but we just literally ran out of time. There were so many things we had to do. We weren't able to get hold of Percy, but here we go. So this is clear. That's tough. And now
Maybe
it's
a
this
toe.
swing.
Yep, a toe hook. I think he just needs to slow it down. There we go.
Oh, come on. Come on, Jason. Oh, the clock went.
I don't know if putting your foot on the bonus gives you usable of the bonus. I think in that position, instead of going for the top, I would have held the higher black one, reached over and just pretended to use that bonus just to get, just to get the bonus.
Yeah. That could pay him later on. Well done, Jason. Really good attempt. He's walking away with his head held high. Next athletes are due to be up. Megan Mascarenhas, she's one of only 2 athletes to complete problem 1.
Really,
how does that
really
make you
exciting.
feel?
I'm excited for her.
Here she comes.
She's definitely in the contendership to at least podium, if not win. I think that she could do really, really well today.
Yeah. Oh, this is the USA Dream ticket here. Look at, what a beautiful view this is. Nathan Coleman, Megan Mascarenhas on the world stage in their home country. And what a moment.
Nathaniel's young, but he's a powerhouse, and I think that this problem could suit him if he takes it the right way.
Yeah.
And just slows it down. It's not.
We saw this in Toronto. You know, he does have power. When he needs it, he can turn it on.
Yep.
But so far, that's the wrong way, and he'll have to readjust that. And this, you know, is this something when you're young that maybe you're not aware of all the ways of doing these problems, and you need a few years of experience?
For sure, it definitely comes down to experience. That's why you see veterans like Anna and Akio in finals constantly.
Yeah.
They know how to think outside the box because they've seen a lot of outside the box, and this is almost how I read this.
Yeah, tell us about this problem, please. This looks freaky.
You get up in the corner, press into the corner, and then you walk across these volumes. I read it as maybe like a step across to fall and catch the bonus. I didn't see it going down statically or squatting down, but I have really long legs and I suck at squatting, so.
Yeah.
Oh, Nathaniel getting up on the.
Well, he's doing this a different way.
Yeah.
He's just going for raw power, isn't he? Oh.
Megan's got the bonus. She knows she needs to switch her hands in order to go up left hand to that next orange hold, and I think that. Oh, she's got it.
This is good. This is good. Oh. My goodness.
If that heel stays and she can get her left foot out onto orange.
Nathan hasn't started yet. We're just staying with Megan.
Oh, come on, girl.
She just needs to get one more move in.
Maybe that works.
Oh my goodness.
I think she should swing over and, yeah.
Oh my word! The crowd are going crazy.
So awesome.
Megan Mascarenas, 17 years old. She's 2 out of 2.
And the route setters are celebrating because that is exactly how they wanted it to go. That's exactly how they're setting. I just saw the route setters do double high fives out here.
Oh.
She read it and executed it perfectly, and
Wow.
they're stoked.
Wow. And here we go. Nathan Coleman. Now, this looks like a separator. Oh, now he's trying it the right way. Now,
That's
this
how
is
Jason
good.
was
Yeah.
trying it. Nathaniel's definitely strong enough
Yeah.
to do it that way.
But he's had 3 attempts. He's taken a lot of power out of those arms. You know, like he's a powerful guy, but this is one where you need power to get up there. And do you think he's going to have enough left?
I think he'll figure it out. I think he'll work it out. He's such a strong climber. I think that he can figure it out.
Well, he's up again. 1 minute left on the clock. And, you know, I just think that maybe a more experienced athlete may have just taken another 20, 30 seconds and gone for one big attempt. But yeah, Coleman, I think he's a little bit pumped here.
He might be done. He just gave the symbol for being done. I hope not.
Yeah.
I think you kind of get stuck in the mindset of beta. He's tried a couple different things, and you kind of get stuck in like thinking that you can do something, but you don't have time to try over and over again. Jason put the toe hook under the volume, and I think that's what Nathaniel's missing.
Yeah.
Is just trying to slow that move down.
Now, everybody in the chat, please no swearing. We've got juniors on the chat room. Keep it clean. Let's be respectful. We do have a man who's staying up very late into the night in France, who's very happy to ban people and punish them. So please, let's keep it clean. Let's just enjoy the sport. We're keeping the chat room so people around the world can enjoy this. As time runs out, and Nathaniel Coleman, he has one top, but he fails on M2. So M2 looks like a toughie, and yeah, I think you're right in what you said. The route setters are going to be quite happy here. Just waiting for our next athletes to come up. Thoroughly enjoying this. It's going like a shot again, isn't it? Oh my goodness. Here we go. Next athletes: Kakoru Fuji, Margot Hayes. There's the beat. 4 minutes. Definitely getting a fair bit colder out there. There's no doubt about that. So Margot Hayes, she didn't top in her problem. So Mascarenas with 2 tops out of 2. And Nanaka, the only other athlete to have topped here. And in fact, I've got to say, that Noguchi fail on F1, I think is the first fail she's had for 2.5 years here. Which is incredible because she's just got everything.
I'm back, sorry. Had to put a few more layers on. It's getting chilly out here.
Yeah, Alex is freezing a little bit here.
So what Margot needs to do that Megan did is drop down, squat. This is how I read it. Close. Yeah, that's how I saw it. But Megan did it static, squatted down, and inched her way across. And I think that looked like pretty solid beta.
Yeah. Megan, no problems there. You don't get many problems like that where you can just stand up and have a rest.
Nope. Especially in the finals at a bouldering comp.
Yeah.
That running clock. We'll see how that works for this one.
Now, she's got to be careful because there's a bit of black tape there on the left-hand side. And I'm pretty sure that she actually just put her fingers over the top of that. She's got to be careful there. We saw in Toronto, we had a bit of a black tape issue that was catching. I don't know if you saw it. That was.
Oh, I saw it.
Caused a bit of controversy out there.
That's the first time I've ever heard booing at a climbing competition.
Yeah. But I think the booing was because Akio. It wasn't the tape. It was because Akio had reached the top, and in fact the chief official here did a brilliant job because the local judge gave it. But me and Sean McCall were commentating at the time. We both said straight away that's not a top.
Yep.
And thankfully, Francois, the head man here, was in like a shot. And Akio, I think she played it up a bit there, actually. She did well.
She did, yeah. She, after problem number 1, Akio had 3 tops.
Yeah. And she played the injured soldier quite well there and got the crowd on her side.
For sure.
Here's Margot. Margot's
trying a different method, yeah.
Oh well, more than one way to do a problem, as we all well know.
She's getting up there. It looks like this is going to work. And Margot has yet to get credit for the bonus. So if she can just control the bonus, honestly, these problems have 2 points. Top is 2, bonus is 1. And it comes down to points. And she's got the bonus, so she gets that point.
Oh, she's hanging in there. But listen to this crowd.
Margot's in a really good spot right now. If she can figure out the rest of this boulder.
Yeah, there was one awkward moment, where, wasn't there? Where, I don't know what the move is when you bend the leg back and force a bit. She's not looking comfortable here at all. But she gets the hold.
Slow and steady. This is where Megan did a drop knee on that high
is that
left
what it's
volume.
called, a drop
knee,
knee?
yeah.
Great.
Yep, there. Same thing,
there
right
we go.
there.
There we go. And then step across. Use the other side of the wall. Can she do it? Oh, she has!
And a top for Margot Hayes with 3 seconds on the clock.
Oh my goodness. 16 years old. She tops F2. Here's Kokoro Fuji now. And this problem, M2, is looking absolutely mental. It is.
He's got the bicycle on the blue, and that's how he was able to stick that bonus.
That's as high as we've seen anybody go.
Whoa.
Now there's quite a. This is not a vertical. This comes back quite a bit, doesn't it? So
yeah, it's going to be hard
really
to
tough.
press this out. This looks really difficult. He's going to go right hand to it. Yep.
That
really impressive though. But so far, I think Fuji's the only one who's controlled the bonus.
Yeah. You know, I'm really looking forward to seeing Jan Hoyer go for that one, because this looks like a Jan Hoyer problem to me, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yep.
Get the muscle out, and let's see what you can do, Jan. We're going to be seeing that very shortly. Lovely to see so many chats from all around the world. It's wonderful to see you all on there, loving this. And I hope we're doing it justice. And here he comes, right on cue. It's as if I knew he was coming up next. Jan Hoyer. And Anna Sturr, who's interestingly wearing a tracksuit top.
It's cold out, man.
She's feeling the cold, yep. 4-minute clock starts. It's pretty packed around here. They always do this in Vail. They never really control it too. This is a media area only, and it's basically
full
friends
of
and family of
athletes
US climbing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, as long as it doesn't get too out of hand and we get clean pictures, I'm not complaining. So now Anna Sturr, she's got it to do. She's very aware that the other two athletes have topped this one.
She knows that Megan and Margot have finished, and if there's a problem that I know that she can finish, it's this one.
Here we go. Oh,
Jan
now Jan is doing this a different way. Yeah, that's not the way.
I think it could work, but I think the other way is better.
Yeah. Of course, Jan is, you know, he's a big guy. He's got big guns.
Yep.
And so, you know, he looks at these problems sometimes with more of a caveman instinct, maybe more of a brutal instinct. That
He's
he just
definitely
wants
a
to
powerful climber.
Yeah. And maybe, you know, oh, Anna, oh!
That's how I read the problem going.
Yeah.
And that's how I think that she's going to stick it. She'll do it.
Yeah.
Especially after doing it once. Like I said before, her muscle memory is really impressive. She'll do it once and then stick it next go, I think.
Our internet just went for a second.
He's got 45 seconds left. He just fell right before the bonus. He's got plenty of time to get back up.
We are back. Apologies, Alex. I just need to interrupt. I do apologise.
Sorry.
We lost internet here locally, so we just went offline. Jan Hoyer is still attempting M2. I'm not sure exactly when we lost, but my production manager here is he's actually watching it on his phone and keeping me updated. Anna Sturr, she just made an incredible move on F2. She went for it the quick way, and she did it beautifully. So
I
Well
just
done,
got
Anna.
just got word from Graham that the scores are live. They are updating. I think in semifinals they had a few problems. The scores
Yes.
weren't updating, but
Yeah.
they're updating now. So follow
Yes.
along. Megan Mascarenas is in first for the girls.
Oh my goodness. Time is out, and Jan Hoyer does not even get the bonus there. Well, I would not have predicted that. I had that as a Jan Hoyer problem through and through. There you go. And you know, Jason, Kokoa Fuji, they got further.
A great consolation prize.
Yeah.
I could talk about climbing all day long.
Oh, and it's wonderful. And you know, I want you to talk about it. Nobody wants to hear me drone.
Left foot on the orange start holds. To Mantle, still executing it, but it looked a little harder with the heel hook. And Adam fell right before bonus. It doesn't look like he's getting bonus.
Excuse me for a second while I just go and ban a number of people who decide they want to swear. You really need to get some anger management courses. You know, the internet is not a perfect system at all times. There's another 4 people off the list, so we won't be hearing from you for the rest of this event. And oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just don't have it live yet.
Oh, okay.
So here comes Andra. Now Andra's made it. Now he's looking good here. There's the foothold. Now Alex, what's next for Andra?
I read this going right hand. I think he's going to try to go left hand. Press that right shoulder out. It looks like he's going to finish.
Oh, Adam Andra.
Awesome
could
top. Awesome top for Adam Andra.
That could be a gold medal climb.
Yep.
We're still early on, but nobody else has managed M2. And Andra, that wasn't a flash.
But it was still a top.
And
yeah,
he's so excited he
he's
forgot
the
to
only
pick up
one.
his card.
Just
Don't
ran
you just
off.
love him? He is
That was
absolute.
impressive. You know what? After Jan climbed, with Adam coming out, I did have high hopes for Adam. He's so good at climbing that he doesn't have to be the strongest, and he can just put his. It's like Dave Graham. You know, they're really good at climbing. They can put their bodies in these positions and do these moves that.
Yeah.
They're just good.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to explain it. They know their body. They know the movement.
He's just a talent, isn't he? He's people call him a special one. I remember interviewing when he was, he's 17 or something in Austria, and took a title at Imst actually, and he was incredible then. And here's Shauna. Now Shauna is aware that the other climbers have made this, and here we go. That was the move she fell last time. Here we go. Oh, lovely view here. Now this is probably one of the most vertical problems because the others really do slant back quite hard.
Yep.
How's she going to do this one?
She's got a toe hook on the bonus. She can do it dynamically. She knows she has to stick the finish and kick her feet over. I think she can hold this if she kicks those feet over. Awesome finish for Shauna Coxey.
Shauna Coxey. She tops, and order is restored. A few more tops. The women are doing well on F2. We had certainly a fair bit of separation on.
Good and experienced even at her young age, and
Yeah.
I think that she'll do really well.
Here we go. There goes the clock. Now Dimitri is probably as experienced as they come here. Him and Killian, they've been battling for years for #1 spot. They've been gold and silver at so many events you couldn't care to mention. And he's lost his little buddy now. Here he is fighting with some of the youngsters, and he's got a lot of experience under his belt, and he'd be interested to see how he sees this problem.
I see Dimitri doing really well on this. He's so strong.
Yeah. Oh.
That was sick and different.
Adrian Battersby here, IFSC resident commentator. With me is Alex Johnson, top American climber, winner here in 2008.
Not exactly
what
sure
is
what
he
he's
doing?
doing here. Oh, just turning around. He's just turning around. That's fine.
Well, that was an interesting attempt. Miho Nanaka, the other end of the spectrum. Youngster, just making her way in the game. Oh, Miho. Now, this is a bit of pressure on her. She's halfway through.
She's taking the approach that Shauna and Anna did, where she's trying to go dynamically and stick it dynamically, and I think that she can stick it. I think she'll do it. Megan and Margot so far have been the only ones that have done it statically, and it worked for them, but we've also seen the dynamic move work as well. So, it's a toss-up.
Miho was a silver medalist in Vail, France last year. That's her best performance to date. This would be a serious issue for Miho, who one of only 2 athletes to a top problem F1. Everybody else has made it. She's just not making that move.
She's really close. She knows where the hold is. She's had her fingertips on it. I think if she can get her fingers around it, she'll stick it.
And Dmitry Sharfutdinov having real issues here. So this is a big problem for Adam Ondra, the only athlete to have made M2. And it seems to be one of those problems, and if you can get through that bonus area, the rest is fairly easy. It's just, you know, the issue is in that
fairly
middle area.
easy.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. Not that I could do any of these, but comparatively, if you get through it, 1 minute to go. And this is sometimes with route setting that, you know, they've put the difficult bit in early. Here goes Miho. This is a big move. If she makes this, she's got a chance of a big medal. But if she doesn't, she goes back into the field and she's down.
So close. She's got time.
She's got one more attempt in her. Alex Puccio is
going to the bathroom.
just heading off on crutches. Here we go, Dmitry.
Adam really had to press this out. And I think Dmitry needs to get his right hand up a little higher so he can press it out a little more. His right hand's a little low.
What's he going to do? Clock is going. This is his only attempt. He's dropping back to have a rest. Here we go. Well, that's unusual, but that's a fantastic move. He's gone way back down now. He's realised that his arms were giving, and he's just going to take his time. Look at that, shake it away. You see this in lead climbing. You don't see it very often in bouldering, do you?
Down climbing to rest? Absolutely not. These boulders are hard enough going up.
That's a very unusual move. Dmitry, he is pumped. Surely.
You can see he's hanging on by his tendons at this point. His elbows are chicken winging out. He had 3 fingers on. He's really tired.
He is absolutely pumped. He's really trying. He's making a massive move. He knows this could be a medal-winning climb if he makes it. But the limbs run out of him, you know. So here, Miho Nanaka, can she do it? Can she do it? Oh no!
So close.
Close.
One more try, and I think she'd have it. But thus is competitive bouldering, huh?
Well, Miho Nanaka has gone back into the field now. Everybody else in the female category has made F2, but only Nanaka and Mascarenas made F1. And tell you what, Megan Mascarenas is going to be quite happy because she's a problem ahead of everybody else.
She's doing really well. It's really exciting for her.
Yeah. Final 2 athletes now. Looking forward to seeing how these 2 get on. Akira Noguchi and Sean McCall. well, the conditions out there are a bit chilly. Everybody's got big warm coats on, but there is nobody leaving. Here we go. So Akio Noguchi, unusually for her, failing to top F1.
So heartbreakingly close, though. She controlled it with one hand for a second and then just slipped right off. I think that Akio will do this.
Yeah.
I do.
Well, she's got a fight on her hands now. And this competition is taking a very interesting turn. I see a question on YouTube. We are 2,500 meters high here, over 8,000 feet in Vail, Colorado. It's the highest World Cup event on the tour. We're in the middle of mountain country here. We're on mountain time. Sean McCall doesn't even seriously try that one.
Looks like he's grabbing his shoulder a little bit, like pressing into the left volume. Looks like it hurt his shoulder a little.
Yeah. It is a sport where those little niggles can really... Here's Noguchi.
I'm not exactly sure what she's doing. Her left foot scooting it farther on the volume puts her in a better position to pivot on the left foot to kick her right foot out to stop her swing on the lower volume. Megan.
Oh.
Yep.
And she's having the same issue here. Maybe it's something to do, maybe they just don't practice that particular move in Japan very often.
Or anywhere. I've never seen that before.
No. Well, Sean's certainly having a long think about this. It wasn't really a serious attempt there. We saw Alban Levier, the winner from Toronto, pull out of the semi-final with a knee injury. And injuries do occur, and you just never know sometimes if Sean maybe, you spotted that he was feeling his shoulder very quickly. And sometimes those are telling little... you almost you're not trying to show that you're injured, but sometimes it's just you almost do it, subconsciously.
Yeah, like massage it just because it hurts, even though it's not going to help. Like rubbing it at that moment isn't going to help. But
yeah,
Akio getting ready to pivot on that left foot again, getting the crowd amped. They're giving her what she wants. She's just going to pivot right around, stop her momentum with the right foot.
Oh!
Really close. I think she needs to get her left hand on there as well, just to stop her swing a little bit more. She barn doored a little too much there.
This has lived up to what you said. Some of these are absolutely brutal. We've got two climbers. There's no one better than these climbers here, and they are having a tough time. Now,
these climbs are brutal.
Sean is going for like the swing at the moment, which is what we saw Jason Holowach do. Whereas we've seen not on a correct start from Sean. And what we've seen is that if you go there in a more controlled manner, then you get the gift.
Yep.
Then you can move forward. Here's Noguchi's big move.
There it is.
She's made it. Exactly what you said. Left hand in.
Yep. Sean still has time. He needs to toe hook the bottom of that blue volume if this is the way he's going to do it so he can control the bonus. Akio should change her feet. I'd get right foot on the volume, left foot on the orange, and then either a heel hook or a drop knee. That's what the rest of the girls have been doing.
There we go.
Grab the finish and kick the feet over, and then she's done it.
Oh, yeah. And that was the difficulty, and isn't she happy? Oh my goodness, the defending champion is back in the game.
Sean's back up with no time on the clock. This is his last go.
Oh, and I think maybe there is an issue with Sean McCall because he wasn't close there, was he? That's not Sean McCall. It didn't look
like he was trying as hard as I've seen Sean try.
No. Well, that's the end of round two. We're going to be I think we're going to be changing a few cameras around now. And we're going to try and have a quick look at the leaderboard really, really quickly. No messing around here. No opportunity. Here we go. This is how it looks for the men's problem. So Adam Omdurman, 2 tops. He's leading at the moment. Jan Heyer currently in silver medal. Nathaniel Coleman is in bronze medal position, but it's all to play for. In fact, equal tied with Jason Holowach.
Yep. And we're only halfway done with this event, and this could completely flip-flop.
This is how the female category goes. Now, I think there's a mistake. Margot hasn't made 2, has she? I don't believe. Has Margot made 2?
No, Margot
No,
didn't. It should be
a
Megan Miho. Margot Anna.
Yeah, I think there's been an error there.
Yeah.
We will check, but I'm pretty sure that there is an error on the system. Margot did not make. We'll get the attention of one of the officials here. The clock goes. Next athlete up. Just a single athlete on his own. It's Jason Holowach. This is the point where, I absolutely love what's going on here. And we're at the halfway point, and it's still all to play for.
Yep. Competitions can be won or lost on the last boulder.
This is Jason having a good look at this problem. M3. What do you think about M3? Far side.
Oh, M3 looked really cool. I remember the bonus is just the side of the wall, which is really fun. And then it looks like the finish won't be too hard. So if they can get over and up, they'll finish. I think they're going to want to get up and over and mantle or like sit on this little gray thing.
Yeah.
And then hop their left hand up the side of the wall. There's black tape part of the way up, so they don't want them using that side of the wall part way up. And then they're going to jump. I remember the finish being a pretty good hold, like one of these big round volumes. We can't see it on the screen right now.
Yeah.
A couple call-offs on the start. The judges are being really strict on the fact that you need all 4 points on all 4 tapes. Sean was called off. Jason's been called off a few times. That looks really cool.
Yeah, I just had it confirmed. Margot has not had 2 tops. She didn't manage to top number 1. We know that it was only Megan Mascarenas and Miho Nanaka. So, how exciting. American in the lead at the halfway stage. And it's still all to play for some of the other medals as well. Well, for all the medals, of course. Gold's not sorted. Now, Jason's moved on here. He managed to make that.
Somehow he's got to get up on that gray thing.
Yeah. Oh.
Ooh.
Our MC here likes that one. Brian has been doing a fantastic job here. Oh, what a great angle this is. Well done, cameraman. And can you just say, what angle is that? That's like 30 degrees. That's obscene.
He's got control of the bonus and hip checking that volume. I'm not really sure if this is the position he really wants to be in, but it looks like it's working.
Ah. We've still got a minute. And you can see it's quite overcast behind. We do have American TV here. I'm not sure which channel it is.
It's NBC, I think.
NBC. They've got a big crane in the background.
I think it's NBC.
We would have loved to have connected into their cameras, but unfortunately there's a system called NTSC, which is very different from our system, because we're based in the UK and we all work on PAL. Yeah, it's certainly getting a little bit bright in the background there. The sun might be just trying to creep through for a bit of late action. What a lovely atmosphere. It's an absolute joy to be here. And wherever you are around the world, absolute joy to be sharing this with you. Jason coming towards what surely must be his final attempt.
15 seconds on the clock. I think he might jump back on. 5 seconds. What? Oh, he's on. And drained.
No, he's gone. Yeah, time went.
At this point, you're almost just excited to just be in finals. Like, a podium is the bonus, but finals is the ultimate goal. And as long as you get to be in finals and put on a cool show and climb some more, top 6 get paid. The podium's just a bonus at this point.
Yeah. Well, coming up next,
Team
who would have
America.
thought this? Our competition leader by a clear margin, by one whole problem. We're not going to bonuses or attempts. It's Megan Mascarenhas. She's topped both problems so far. And here she goes.
Crowd's chanting USA.
The crowd are, yeah.
Team America.
Here we go. Let's just sit back and enjoy some of the atmosphere for a second. We could talk forever about this, of course, and we will. But Team America out. Nathan Coleman on the left. Megan Mascarenhas on the right. And Nathan strong.
Impressive stick.
Oh. He just crushed that, didn't he?
Man,
Just not
this
over
looks
it yet.
so
Come on.
hard.
Come on. He's going to try left foot now.
Come on, Nathaniel. There we go, buddy. Press it out. And Megan making moves almost to the bonus.
He's done it. Oh, Nathaniel. He's done it.
Watch out for that black tape, buddy.
Yeah, there's a crafty bit of black tape there.
There are a couple tiny little blue screw-ons. Well, now you can see him because he's standing on them. And he's just got to jump to the top, and I think he's going to stick it.
Yeah, here comes Coleman. He's done it.
Yes.
Oh.
America's sweetheart, everybody's favorite Abercrombie model. Megan Mascarenhas up on the wall as well. She's getting
Mascarenhas
really
looks like
close
making
to
it.
finishing, inching her way up. It would be insane if she finished this, and I really think she can. Really, really powerful move there. I think she should have got her right foot back on that orange pinch and just gone a little bit more dynamic to that hold, but super impressive. Only 2 minutes left, so hopefully she just rests for 1 minute and 50 seconds and then jumps back on for one more really good go, because she's got to be tired.
Well, Nathaniel Coleman, superb climb here. And Megan, did she do an AJ? Did she just get a little bit too excited with the crowd, and could she have just held it, or do you think she did the right thing?
I'm not sure. I think a right foot back down just to give her a little bit more push would have been the beta. I can't see the hold on the other side of the volume. I don't know. I don't remember how good it is or not, but yeah, I think she can do it. I think she could have done it that go.
The trouble is, this problem on F3 is actually a strength sapper, isn't it? And she got so close to the top. Bo's arms are going to be hurting
really tired,
already.
yep.
Yeah. And this is the trouble now. She's had a good 20-25 minute rest in the background. Now she's come out, and here we go. 1 minute 20. An experience like Anna Sturr would just give it another 45 seconds and say, right, I'm going to have one more proper attempt at this. And hopefully, got to say, Megan actually is doing that. I've got to say, I'm super, super impressed here. Megan is doing the right thing. She is doing exactly the right thing here.
Just run that clock down.
Oh, wait a bit
down.
longer, Megan. You don't need to go now. You can give yourself another 40 seconds. Yeah, she's doing it. Okay, she feels ready. She feels ready. So here we go. This is her final attempt for sure. There's no way she's going to have it in her arms unless she just comes off silly now.
Come on, girl. This is a really core-intensive problem. It's steeper, so she needs to use her heel hooks and her toe hooks more than on the slab and pull with her toes and her feet more. She looks tired. She looks solid, but she does look tired. I still think that she can get to the top of this. She's got to get around the corner. Time's up. Keep the right foot on and really go for this. Yes. So awesome. She needs to keep her head together here. She knows the finish hold is good. The crowd is going crazy. Megan Mascarenhas has topped 3 out of 3. 3 tops, 4 attempts. She's almost flashed everything People are going crazy. It's so exciting.
Well, many thanks to our friends at GoPro for giving us that incredible shot at the top. You know what? She's one top away from taking a gold medal.
Yep.
At age 17.
She's guaranteed a podium at this point.
Yeah. Unbelievable. Well, just when you think you've seen everything, here we go. Kokoro Fuji. And it's Margot Hayes. So now we've got an issue here in that I've been officially told that Anna Sturr has withdrawn. She has a finger injury and she is out. What a shame. It's going to be the first time in 6 years that Anna Sturr will not make the podium here. But that's why we're out of order. So Margot Hayes.
It's honestly better to be safe than sorry with this. You don't want to risk the rest of your life of climbing for one event. And
yeah,
I think she's doing a brave and the right thing to pull out. And
yeah. Now actually, Anna
we all
Sturr,
know that she's a boss.
Yeah. Anna Sturr was actually due to go next, but it has been officially announced here that Sturr is out. She has a finger injury, and that's such a shame. At the Toronto champion, she's won here 3 out of the last 4 years. We're gonna, that's a great move there from Fuji. This man is, he's a bit like Nathaniel Coleman, isn't he? He's a big body
Powerhouse.
shape. He's got the power, and he just eats problems like this. Big cheers for Margot Hayes as well, 16 years old. Fuji is off.
This problem, I'd say, for the women has a really American style, American feel of setting to it. If Puccio were in finals, she would eat this thing up. No question, no problem.
Yeah.
It's the U.S. style for sure. Like the first two might have been a little awkward and with tons of volumes, but this is just straight power pulling. So the U.S. kids should be used to that.
This stadium is absolutely jam-packed all the way to the back. If you saw an empty shot, I took a picture and tweeted it earlier when it was empty. There's a good 2,000 to 2,500 people are absolutely jam-packed in here. It is absolutely incredible. Here we go, and I bet most of them are cheering on Margot Hayes here.
The strategy, like we were talking about Megan, I think would be, once you've gotten that high up, just rest for 3 minutes, jump back on and give it one last good go. But it looks like she might have the fitness to give it a few more tries.
Great comment from Jordan Herbert saying F3 has got Puccio's name written all over it.
Yep, definitely.
This is the one that she would just flash and make it look easy.
Yep. Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Great comment there. It's lovely to see so many knowledgeable people around the world all commenting here.
Fuji mantling out that gray volume in a precarious position for the guys. You don't want your foot to slip at that moment.
Getting even darker there.
Oh, his hand completely dry fired going for the finish.
Here's Margot. Margot made F2, she didn't make F1.
Getting back up with a minute to go. And I definitely would have rested a lot longer and just given it one more good go instead of...
And that's what Megan did. And in fact, I thought she went a little bit early. She could have had another 30
even
seconds.
Then, she went on with 45 seconds to go, and she could have got on with 10 seconds.
But here's Margot, she's fighting. She's fighting hard. Come on, Margot. Oh, goodness. Same hold.
Unfortunately, with this scoring system, close doesn't count.
No. Now, she's had a quick look. Look at this. This is does that work? We're very dark on this camera for some reason. But
again, with that precarious dude position, spooky.
Yeah. We need to go up. Here we go, Fuji.
Both climbers back on the wall.
He's down. And Margot's on. She's having another go. Well, she did some excessive arm shaking back there.
It looks like she's still trying to shake out here.
Yeah. Well, here we go. No way. So possibly with hindsight, like, for goodness sake, she's only 16 years old. You know, she possibly will, she'll watch this again. And, you know, she'll hear Alex Johnson say, look, you really should have just taken a longer rest and had one really good go.
2 good goes.
Yeah.
Are better than 4 okay goes. Word.
So now, we only have one athlete, I believe. Anna Sturr is listed to come out.
So there'll be a break here. They'll just skip her.
So, yes, Anna Sturr. Really sad news. She is going to be out the medals for the first time in Vail. 5 years she's come here. 1 bronze, 1 silver, 3 gold. And this is the first time she'll come away with a blank. But, you know, injury does hit you. Now here's Jan. Let's see what he does here. He's probably one of the more powerful athletes. Oh, my goodness.
Whoa.
What was that?
Really risky move, skipping the bonus and going up right hand, but he pulled it off.
Yeah. This is the way that Jan Hoyer, when it comes off, it looks
He's got
incredible.
it.
Yeah.
Done. Boom.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. A flash in, well, the clock didn't start on time, but I will tell you now that...
It took him approximately 40 seconds.
Yeah. Oh, that's unbelievable. And Jan Hoyer makes a statement of intent. The world number 1 from 2014.
We're getting some questions on the chat about why there's no female climber. Anna Sturr hurt her finger on the last women's climb and has pulled out of finals. She's not competing, so her position will be skipped.
Well, Jan Hoyer has just reinvented the rules of climbing there with that particular climb. Now, this will be interesting because Jan didn't make M2. So Adam Ondra, who's really got a chance of a gold, how will he do? He'll be very aware that Jan Hoyer, in a way, that gives you a bit of a clue, doesn't it? If you know that Jan Hoyer just did a flash that other people have struggled, you think, right, power problem coming up. This is not going to be technical. Although, as you say, Jan just, you know, a lot of people have struggled over this sort of, this grey volume, trying to get around it. Jan just sort of passed it by, really. It was almost just an obstacle in his way rather than something that you should use to get up there.
And here's another interesting sequence. He's got 2 different shoes on. I think his right shoe is stiffer and it's more for edging and standing on small little footholds and crimps. His left shoe is softer, so that'll be a little more precise for smearing on slopers, and we're going for the finish.
Oh my goodness.
Drops it. Tries double-handed and actually falls off the mats. Yeah, it looks like he fell off the mat and one of the officials had to scoop him back up.
That's incredible.
Scoop?
Well, the officials have a few jobs here, picking up athletes and trying to stop their head from banging the wood. Here's Shauna Coxey.
Chicken winging a little bit, but she still looks pretty solid. I'm not jinxing. I'm done. I'm not going to jinx them. Okay, now I think she's going to finish. She does look a bit tired, but this is her first go, so if she drops it, she has plenty of time to rest. And she tops. Awesome GoPro shot from the top of the wall there of Shauna finishing. First go, so she gets extra long rest.
Here's Ondra. Currently, if you're American, just sit down for a second. Currently, Nathaniel Coleman leads the competition. Adam Ondra, who's got 2 out of 2. Only 2 athletes in the field have made 2 tops so far. Ondra needs to make this to get back ahead. And Coleman will drop into silver medal position. There's still... Jan Hoyer obviously topped that, has not gone into the software yet. So Jan Hoyer is going to be up there. In fact, I believe Jan is in gold medal spot because he's made 2 tops, 2 attempts. Here comes Ondra. Now this is where he went down before.
I don't think he'll make the same mistake twice. I don't think he's going to try to jump double hand again. I do think it needs to be a dynamic move, though. He's got to jump, but watch out for that black tape. Oh, black tape.
Be careful.
Oh, yeah. Commentator can't say, watch out for the black tape either. Not me, the other one, the live one here.
Oh, he's having trouble here. Oh, black tape, be careful. Time is up.
Cross to it. Interesting.
Oh, no!
Drops it.
Oh, my
Again,
goodness.
he's got plenty of time. He knows what he needs to do.
Yep.
The two athletes that did it went right hand, and I think he knows he needs to go right hand. Well, hopefully by now he knows. I don't know what he knows.
Yeah. Just put it on your screen now. This is the women's leaderboard as it stands. Mascarenas, Coxey. Nanako, of course, is still yet to go, as is Noguchi. But Mascarenas is going to be leading no matter what happens with the two Japanese athletes. And it's Coxey, Nanaka, and Noguchi who look to be battling for gold, for silver and bronze. Of course, waiting for Mascarenas to fail on F4. But if she gets F4, she's going to take a gold. Here's the men's problem as it stands. Jan Hoyer's flash has not gone onto the software as yet. So we will have to wait for that to update. But that's how it stands. Looking good for America. And here is Adam Ondra.
He's up. Time is up. Mantling.
Oh, and Ondra is down.
He's real mad. Mad.
He is super frustrated there. Because basically, he almost topped that twice. Really.
Yep.
And he just slipped at the end. And, well, let's have a little look. He's going, that's what it looks like round the back now. There's the leaderboard now. There is definitely, Jan Hoyer has not been updated there. So Jan Hoyer is in first place. Nathaniel Coleman is in second. Adam Ondra is in third. That is the correct leaderboard as it stands. Sometimes you have to be a little bit creative. Dmitry Sharafutdinov is up next. And Miho Nanaka. Nobody in this crowd's going home early. Yeah, we'll get the clock up.
It doesn't look like the clock's working, but there's 3 minutes and 30 seconds on the official clock at the event. I think ours is, there we go.
Yeah.
22.
I'll have a little manual tweak
19,
here. I can catch
18.
it up.
It's like 2 seconds off.
So here we go. Nanaka, who was one of only two athletes to solve problem one, but then she failed on two, where everybody else topped.
She's got bonus on her first try right away. Dmitry ran up there really fast. Actually, so fast I didn't even see it.
Yeah, Dimitri's going to top here. Oh, he isn't.
That thing's got to be really slippery
Wow.
for Adam and Dmitry to both botch the final move. That chicken wing that her and Shauna both did that chicken wing thing. I don't like that. It makes me really nervous that they're going to pop a shoulder out.
Yeah. Take a breather. Just collect
Rest
ourselves.
for 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
Now, if you saw a board of Anna Stur, Shona Coxey, Akio Noguchi, and Nanaka in there, would you have believed that Megan Mascarenas would be leading? Coming
Absolutely.
Into the fourth?
Yep, absolutely.
She is some talent. And we've also got Nathaniel Coleman, who's likely to be getting on the podium here again. How incredible is this?
These kids are the future.
Well, they certainly are going to be shaken. I
And the
say,
present.
I did say on the microphone to the crowd here just before we started our webcast that Europe's not going to know what's going to hit it when some of these young kids come across from the States, because they are climbing so well. And it goes to show, like, I remember we talked about this last year, about the youth coming through with USA Climbing. And here we are a year on. We had female finalists.
Case in point right here.
And now they've stepped up another level. A year later, here's Sharafutdinov, the Russian.
Housing that mantle one-handed. Yikes.
The defending champion.
The jump is definitely the way. I think that they think it doesn't work, so they want him and Adam both like want to try something funky, but
Yeah.
they just need to jump a little harder. Unless this works, yeah.
Oh, no.
They do need to jump. Enough of that funky stuff.
Well, we may have new champions in both disciplines here.
Oh, that was sick.
Sharafutdinov has taken the golden axe, not the golden medal, the golden axe, home with him 2 years in a row. Looking for a hat trick, but he's got a problem. And these are moments. This is typical bouldering, isn't it? This is Dimitri's moment. And the thing is, you know it yourself as well. You know that this is your moment. This is the difference between you taking a big medal or maybe not medaling at all.
Yep, exactly. He knows he can finish, and he knows how to finish. He just needs to execute. Still time. He has time. Miho looks like she'll be getting on for one final attempt as well.
Dimitri's got literally 5 seconds to get up there. He's having a quick look. Right. Oh, he's not on well as well. That's the most untidy.
I think he's on. Kind of.
Yeah, he did a bit of a hang. I'm sure a shoelace could have touched the floor there.
A wicked iron cross.
This would be so sick if he actually topped here now. That's probably the most disgraceful start I've ever seen.
He's got to be tired of doing one-arm push-ups.
Oh, he's on. Nanaka's down, and Nanaka's given her all. Here we go. Is he going to learn the lesson now? We know that doesn't work. And he's having a rest. Good lad, good lad. Take your chance.
One last hard jump and he can stick it.
Sharafutdinov has one top. He will join the few athletes. In fact, I think he's going to be going, I'm just looking at the list. Hoyer will lead. Sharafutdinov, I believe, will go into silver medal spot if he tops here, but he's had a lot of attempts, so it could be, in fact, I think Coleman will be silver, Sharafutdinov will be in bronze, and Ondra will be in 4th place going into the final problem. I just hope they actually update these results as quickly as they have been doing. We still don't have Hoyer's result up. You're looking at the live scoring, probably the same as me. Here we go, big moment. Sharafutdinov, there's a medal there. No.
Crazy. You don't see him drop finishes like that.
No. And, well, this is climbing for you.
He misses Killian.
Well, where one athlete fails, there's always another athlete very happy to snap up the leftovers, and that means now we've got 3 athletes, Coleman, Ondra and Hoyer. Hoyer leading, Coleman in 2nd, Ondra in 3rd, who have 2 tops, and it's now Sean McCall, who's got 1 top to his name so far, who needs to try and spoil the party, but we're getting good separation here. McCall has 1 top in 2 attempts. So McCall could go into gold medal spot here. This is what makes bouldering so exciting, isn't it? So many different things happening.
The waiting.
The permutations. The interest. Final 2 athletes on problem 3.
I predict finishes for both.
Yeah? I think Noguchi will make this. I'm not sure if this is McCall's sort of problem. We'll see. Especially if
He's
he's
not
on the
as
shoulder.
tall as the rest of them, but he's a really powerful jumper.
He certainly
He's
is.
very springy, so I think he can jump his way up to the finish hold up there.
Maybe his speed climbing practice might come in handy here. That little dino move on the speed climbing is not a simple. Oh my goodness!
See, springy.
Yeah, he's definitely springy. There's a new term. He's not hanging around, is he? There we go.
Some more one-armed
But he's
push-ups.
having trouble. He's having trouble here.
Come on, buddy.
Oh, come
low
on,
pony.
come on. No.
Sean.
Noguchi our defending champion.
Getting high on women's 3.
Sean has medalled, he was bronze medalist in 2014 last year. He was 4th in 2013 and 2nd last year. As for Noguchi, she was silver medalist last year, was 1st last year and silver medalist 2 years ago.
She looks tired, but she's holding on. And I've said this before, Akio tries harder than anyone I've ever seen. And I think that she can pull this off. If she sticks this pancake with her little vice grips.
Noguchi makes
celebrating on the top of the wall. So excited. I actually saw Akio finish a problem in semifinals, and she shook the finish hold so hard it shook the entire wall. It was crazy.
This is a girl who wouldn't say boo to a goose beforehand. She's
yeah, she's super sweet. Yeah, but beast mode is on when she finishes boulders.
Okay, we are having a slight issue on putting in results, but Jan Hoyer has definitely got 2 out of 2 tops in 3 attempts. Yeah, so Mike, he's showing on our systems as only 1 top, but he's 2 tops out of 3, and he is leading the competition. We will have a quick look. In fact, you all know it's Sean McCall that's on here.
Sean,
he's got 1 minute left.
If he gets up here, he'll finish it. This is the exact position Jason was in, our first Canadian climber.
Here's the leaderboard. This is how we look on the female side of things. Megan Mascarenas is going to be climbing for the gold. Aya Noguchi in silver medal spot. Shauna Coxey in 3rd. And they are 1 problem ahead of the others, Nanaka, Stur and Hayes. Stur obviously is out of the competition. So it's down to those 3, you would say, and it's a question of, can Megan top? That's the female category. We are going to bring up the male. There is an error in this, I will tell you now. Oh, they've just changed it. Fantastic. Jan Hoyer is top, leading from Nathaniel Coleman. It's gone to bonuses, though. So now this could be interesting. If Jan Hoyer takes, that risky maneuver he did, that could have cost him a gold. Adam Onder in 3rd. And here's Sean McCall. If Sean, I don't know how many attempts he's had so far here. But
quite a few, and it does look like his shoulder's bugging him. After every attempt, he does grab his shoulder.
Yeah.
Such a hard mantle
Time
to
is
get
up.
on.
Time is up here now for Sean. He has to do it on this one.
He's got bonus. In case you guys didn't see that.
Come on, Sean.
Oh, frustrating, but always a crowd pleaser.
He gives a wave to the crowd. I think he realises that his chance of a medal may be gone there. So, here we go. We're just going to bring up the scores as they stand. Well, here they are for the men's now. Obviously, problem 4 hasn't been done yet, so ignore the crosses against problem 4. But you can see that's how we're standing. And very interesting, Hoyer and Coleman didn't make 2, but did make 3. And also, Ondra, who made 2, did not make 3, and Hoyer and Coleman made the other one. So that's how we stand on the men's category. As for the female side of things...
So I have a question. Do you think that Megan has already won?
The question is, yes, Megan already won.
Because Akio can only do 3 boulders at this point, and Megan's already got 3.
Alex Johnson, you are absolutely correct.
Megan
Megan
Mascarenas.
is our gold medalist.
Looks like Megan just
It's
won
great that we
Vail.
have somebody who knows what they're talking about. This is Jason Horowatch. That is the hot news of the press. Unless we both had a complete brain freeze, Megan Mascarenas has taken the gold. That's what we're just asking our oracle here, and he just says he hasn't got a clue. He just asked me what day it was. Good. Graham Alderson is giving me a little bit of jip in the background. We are trying to get graphics up for you very quickly.
It has been confirmed.
Yes, Megan Mascarenas
Megan has won
the gold. We are pretty sure. I was looking to ask the oracle. We have no idea about the clock because we can't get a view of the screen. Just 2:57. Thank you very much. Jason Horowatch. 2:45. That's close enough.
Yeah, it's close enough.
We're getting overexcited here. We have
Poor Buddy climbing by himself.
a first American female winner here in Vail since certain Miss
Since
Alex
2009,
Johnson.
actually, Pooch won in 2009.
Pooch won it. Oh my goodness, there you go.
I know.
Nearly got there, nearly
Pretty
got there.
exciting.
But still, tremendous performance. Here's Jason. Oh my goodness. But Megan won't know that. And
She has no idea.
I've got to just tell you,
You know none of that when you're back in ISO.
Alex Johnson is messaging Angie Page and all the others around here. You've got to ban her for that sort of language as well. But
Angie is, needless to say, very excited for Megan. Inappropriately excited.
the whole of USA Climbing seems to be centering on Alex Johnson, who's such a mega brain she is. He's actually commentating and texting everybody at the same time.
I'm a woman, I can multitask.
Yeah, that's for sure.
That might
Here's
get
Jason.
me more trouble than my first comment.
Well, Alex certainly doesn't sit on the fence, that's for sure. And
I missed the
Jason's just
fence.
down there. No,
Too
we
old
love
is-
it.
I'm too
We
old to
love
sit
it.
on the fence.
Absolutely, go for it. You know, that's the secret of great commentary, you know. And I totally believe it. You've got to say what you feel. And, you know, sometimes you might not make friends over it, but if it's what you actually
I
believe,
have enough friends.
you're fine. That's cool. You haven't accepted my Facebook request. I'm only joking. Well, Jason's having a good look at this. We're just having a little bit of a break here. You know, this is very tiring to commentate when it's such a high intensity level. You know, I actually get headaches afterwards at times because, you know, it's just so going on. And, you know, all I'm doing is sat here with a warm jacket on and no coffee in front of me. But this has been wonderful. Now, the commentator's not allowed to mention that Megan Mascarenas has won, but the word is getting out.
Yep.
Come on, Jason.
That beta works, but that's not how I read that at all. I really liked the Campus 360.
Yeah.
Left hand of the first pocket, right hand of the second pocket, and you 360 Campus to grab your left hand on that little E-grips, and then right hand up. I like that better. The bump is cool, but
Yeah. Jason having a good look at the clock. Yeah, he's gonna let it wind down. No need. Jason has finished, and rightly so. Take a bow. 29 years old, Canadian, his first major final. Well done, Jason. What a performance, and you can hold your head up high. You've done yourself proud there today.
getting to finals is the ultimate reward. The podium's a bonus. And winning, overrated.
Here we go.
Just kidding.
Now, these could be our two gold medalists. Nathaniel Coleman is in with a shout. Megan
All
Mascarenas
smiles. He's the
already
sweetest
has
kid.
it.
Megan already won. Nathaniel's the nicest. Megan doesn't know she won, but word's getting out. I'm texting everyone.
Oh, what an emotional roller coaster this is. How old were you when you won in 2008?
How old is I? 18. I was 18.
18. So you know exactly.
Yep.
And I'm sure you're going to have a few words with Megan and tell her to appreciate this moment and not think the world of climbing is easy.
Yeah, no kidding. It's not. Oh,
She
it
won't
only,
listen,
it
of
only
course.
goes downhill from here. Nathaniel doing that move that I love so much. This little 360 campus. Come on, buddy. That was sick.
Oh my goodness, this is mental. What sort of finger hold is that?
Come on, buddy.
Coleman,
Yes.
oh, can he do it? Oh my goodness.
Nathaniel flashes men's 4. All
Oh.
smiles. He even did this sick little 360, the hottest move ever. Oh my gosh. Fixes his hair and walks off the stage.
Oh my goodness, everybody is going crazy. Officials, fans, other athletes. That's just quite an incredible moment because they realise that he could well have climbed himself into a gold medal there. Those finger holds are just nothing. And he's holding his whole body up.
There's a video of him going viral on Instagram right now, actually, from yesterday, where he sticks a hold on semifinals with only his ring finger.
What?
He's got fingers of steel, tendons of steel.
Maybe Killian's watching at home thinking he's just retired at the right time.
Yeah,
actually.
no kidding.
Killian, we do miss you, by the way. Get yourself back at climbing quickly. But, oh my goodness, what was that? I don't know if we're going to see anybody else do it that way.
I think that's the way the setters intended for it to be,
Yeah.
too. When I was looking at it, that's how I read it.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks heinous, but
Wow,
it was sick.
it's just incredible. So here we go. Here's Megan Mascarenas. Now, this is the first attempt on problem F4.
Ride him, cowboy.
And you're looking at this, there's a massive volume towards the top. What do you think?
Match, bonus, right heel hook, left shoulder into that, and then you're going to have to press into the corner to get the finish.
Oh, here
Megan
we go.
sticks the bonus. Fixes the Velcro on her shoe, which came off. Minute to go. This move looks really, really gnarly. She's got to press into that shoulder, get up on that heel. This looks really hard. Aside from the shoulder press, I really don't know what else could be done here.
Yeah. Oh. 25 seconds. Surely she's not going to have the energy to go again.
So awesome to know that she's
Oh.
already won. I mean, she doesn't, but
Yeah.
for me, it's awesome.
Do you know what? Are you sure she doesn't know? Are you sure that one of the other athletes has said you've won already? You
Unless
would.
she can hear. I mean, I know she can hear, but unless she knows exactly how many attempts everyone else has.
Yeah. Well, she's off the ground. Final attempt. But come on, if you were in the crowd, you'd be shouting with all your gusto, saying, "Look,
Oh,
you've
absolutely.
got the gold. You've got the gold. Enjoy it."
I don't know that we technically can shout that.
Well, she's off. But there you go.
Outstanding showing by Megan Mascarenas, who already won
She's won.
like a boss.
Apologies, our camera keeps going off. I think the cheering's just upsetting the signal. We've got our mobile camera out on the field, and there's just so many bodies around and about us. There shouldn't really be anywhere near these bodies, and that is affecting. They're actually blanking out our signal there. Hopefully, it'll calm down a little bit. Well, let's just have a breather. Next climber's up. Margot Hayes on for the United States, and it's going to be Kokoro Fuji. Yes, it's definitely getting quite cold. Feels a little about England here. So as the standings are, neither of these athletes are going to be threatening the podium. Just looking at Fuji, he's got one attempt, one top out of 6 attempts so far. and there are plenty of other athletes just above him. So I don't believe he is actually going to make, even if he flashes this, I don't think he will be making the podium. As on the female side of things, Margot Hay is currently 1 top out of 4 attempts. She's in 6th place, and she won't be making the podium either. So just a chance for them to.
There's that awesome 360 move we see on the boys boulders. It's so impressive.
Yeah.
A little one-arm 360. I think we might see a lot of tops on men's 4. And he is stoked.
So Kokoro Fuji tops there on the men's, but he won't be on the podium. But that will be interesting for a little bit later on, because it's it's down to Jan Hoyer, isn't it? Now Jan Hoyer, big beast he is. You know, has he got the finger strength for that particular problem?
I think so. I've seen him do tons of one-arm pull-ups with one finger.
Yeah. Okay.
I think he's got it.
Just while Margot's climbing here, very pleased to say, joining me, Alex Puccio. We feel so sorry for you, so sad. Just tell us in your own words what happened.
I had a freak accident in isolation. I slipped off a dyno and landed wrong, very close to the ground. And you know, climbing's dangerous, so it happens to people. And hope I have a fast recovery.
And so you actually slipped, because I heard it was just a standard dismount that caused it. You actually did slip.
Yeah, I stuck the dyno and then for a second, and then on the swing back in, I slipped off the holds, and then I guess I was too close to the ground when I fell because I wasn't very high up, and I kind of went into the splits a little bit, and I just landed wrong in the inside of my foot, and my knee went out to the side.
Well, I've got to say, I saw you in Toronto, and I did say, you're my outsider for number 1 at the end of the year, because you look so fit. You've obviously worked so hard in training, and that must be one of the real killer things about this. All those hours you've put in, you're going to be out for the season now.
Yeah, and things happen for a reason, and I've had so much support from everyone, and it's been, every time I see another message, it's like really nice to see, but it does bring a tear in my eye, and I go in between laughing and crying, and just staying positive. And I already talking about trying to start a series of the road to recovery now, and apparently the recovery is not that long, so that was very hopeful and nice to hear from the doctors.
Well, Alex, I think I speak for everybody in the climbing world. We're all big fans. I know, on the commentary, we absolutely love it. And, I just wish you a speedy recovery. Just before you go, as the last American to win this event, what's it like to see a 17-year-old American take the title here?
It was absolutely incredible. She climbed flawless today. It was so awesome to see. And Nathaniel Coleman, he did absolutely phenomenal as well. And so it's really nice to see the other Americans, like our team, really coming together. And hopefully we have a team for the next years going around the whole entire circuit together. So it'd be really cool.
Alex, wonderful speaking to you. I'm going to let you go back over, but honestly, really look after yourself. It's such a shame, and I hope to see you back soon.
Thank you. I will be back soon.
You take care. All right, lovely to speak to Alex Puccio there. And
as Margot takes a nap on women's problem number 4.
And interestingly, she said it wasn't a dismount. She actually came off. She slipped off a dyno.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I only heard it.
And she felt she was higher than she was, so she wasn't ready for the ground when it came.
Yeah.
And so that's really interesting to hear. So sometimes you hear these little Chinese whispers, and actually they're not true.
It was one of the most traumatic comp experiences I've ever had.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine how it was for her. It was horrific.
Now, Margot's having a bit of fun here. Actually, there must be a period where, Graham Olson's going to go, come on, Margot, just
Yeah,
can you start
we don't know
climbing,
how
please?
long she's going to stay
How
here
long?
for.
How long can you just She could milk this. We could be here till tomorrow morning if she wanted. This is the Margot Hayes show, live from Vail. Actually, it's quite an appropriate time to be talking to Alex Puccio there, wasn't it? As,
right, yeah.
Margot,
super exciting action on the wall right now.
Yeah. All the best to Alex. She's obviously quite an emotional state at the moment, and getting thousands of wishes of good luck and tweets and Facebook and whatever else the youngsters are doing these days. You said Instagram? Not managed that one yet.
I love Instagram.
I hear it's popular. There we go. I'll tell you what though, here we are, the GoPro Mountain Games, and you know, there's some great other activities around, but isn't it brilliant to have this as being the big ticket item on the main Saturday night, and everybody is absolutely loving it. Isn't that great for climbing?
The crowd is fully involved. We don't have to compete with dock dogs. It's great.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, don't push dock dogs though. They are wonderful. I'll tell you, my little boy said it was better than climbing, but he enjoyed it when the dog went to the edge of the water, stopped and had a drink.
And that's what my dog did too. But my dog's a fierce beast.
Beautiful. Next up. Oh, here we go. This is the big one. This is the big one. Jan Hoyer is going to come out on his own. And if he makes the top, I believe he will be getting the gold medal. And look at him.
He knows he can do it. They previewed these routes. He's smiling because he knows he can do it.
Yeah. Of course, they've had a good look at them. And he probably knows that if he gets to the top, he will win.
No feet needed for Jan Hoyer on the 360 campus move. Some of the most impressive climbing, and that looked ridiculously easy. I don't even think he tried.
Yeah. Jan Hoyer has taken the gold medal here. 3 tops in 4 attempts, and I think he knows it. Nathaniel Coleman looks like he'll be taking the silver medal. And now it's Adam Ondra and Kokoru Fuji who will be battling for the bronze. Next athlete's already out, they're not hanging around here. Shauna Coxey. And it's Adam Ondra. And Shauna Coxey, of course, battling for a medal here in the female category. So Ondra.
It's going to be interesting to see if any girls do this boulder. It's really, really hard, really powerful. Shauna's a really powerful climber. Yeah, we'll see.
Coxey is battling for the silver medal with Akio Noguchi. Oh, that's
Adam,
hard.
But what? Not trying the 360 campus move that I thought was so obviously red.
Shauna just having a rest, but sitting down rather than lying on it. And Adam having a good look here, so you know this is the finger strength move for Ondra.
He's definitely strong enough to do this. He just needs to read it the way that it's intended.
Yeah. Oh, Coxey's down.
This boulder problem for the women looks so hard. This was the one I was talking about specifically coming back from going to have a look at them. It's one of the hardest finals problems I've ever seen.
Here goes Andra. Remember, in a few weeks' time, we'll be live from China. Two consecutive weekends of bouldering.
He could go right here. That's what Jason did. Definitely stickable. And
oh
man.
And the foot. He lost connection. He did the hard work, but the foot just went away. Still time. Oh, but not a lot. 10 seconds. And Coxie, well, she's been stuck here from the start. Trying to stand up, but this is not vertical. Like, I don't know if we've got a good camera angle on this, but you know, she's going.
This is one of the steepest sections on the wall.
Yeah, this is like 45 degrees, 40 degrees going backwards on herself, and that's why she's really struggling here. There's 1 minute left, so there's obviously there's a slight issue on the clock. Apologies for that. There is 1 minute on the clock.
She's so tired. You can tell when these athletes stick something and throw their head back like that. They're barely sticking it. They're having to bear down harder than normal, and you can tell that they're tired.
There you see the clock in the this background. 37 seconds to go. Not sure how long to go now, probably around 20 seconds on the clock. Oh, wow, he managed to hold on there. Here we go again. Now this time, there goes the clock. So clock is out, this is it now. Andra does it. Couple of attempts in there.
Looking back to get the affirmation from the judges. He was the only guy to go to the finish hold static, actually. He got his left foot up on the bonus hold and drop kneed for extra measure. All the other guys that did it before him sort of threw for it.
And I think that's, I think we have our medalists worked out. I think we've got Hoyer, gold, Coleman, silver, and Andra will take the bronze. The results seem to be incredibly slow at the moment being entered here. Here's Shauna.
Sticking the bonus. Only one other girl before her stuck this, and that was Megan, who we already know won.
Well, this could be a silver medal winning climb from Shauna, because Akio Noguchi has yet to do this one. Come on, come on. Oh, come on, she's fighting it hard.
She's got to get that left foot up. Yeah, that's such an awkward position. Both shoulders tweaking out like little baby birds. Doesn't look comfortable.
What a great attempt from Shauna Coxie. Look at the view from that camera. 4 athletes to go. But I think I've got to be clear here that the men's competition, I believe, is resolved already. We'll bring you the graphic on screen. Shauna Coxie there just having a bit of a rest. We still don't have Jan Hoyer updated on the software. We're just waiting for the next athletes to be called on. I'm not sure what we're waiting for. Here we go. So here we go. We will get you the scoreboard. The men is decided. It's Hoyer over Coleman over Andra. And the female category is Mascarenas. Not confirmed yet. Megan has won. And the female category, we're not sure, is between Coxie.
They're having a really hard go of it. No one's done it so far, so you can tell that it's really difficult.
Here we go. Nanaka. Chance of a medal. We just lost internet for fraction of a second, but we are back live. You may have missed Dimitri Sharafutdinov getting a top there pretty comfortably. And we're now waiting for Miho Nanaka. Still good time to go. Bottom left of your screen is the leaderboard as it stands, and as you can see, I think those are pretty much confirmed now. Sean McCall yet to go. Sean is actually in 7th place, and he's not even threatening there. So gold, silver, bronze is determined for the men's. And this is how the female category looks at the moment. Mascarenas will win the gold. Well, if she fails, Akio Noguchi will get the bronze, and the defending champion will.
Athletes and how tired they are in finals.
Sorry, just to reiterate, apologies if you lost us for a second there. We did lose internet. It has happened once during the semi-finals, and this is the second time in the final. You know, we do apologise, but we are at the behest of having an internet connection out. Miho is over and done. She is finished, and that means Akio Noguchi will be taking the bronze. Final climbs to come. Here's the final two. So, Alex, just give us your final reflections. Like, Akio Noguchi is going to have a go at F4, which is obviously a tough one. But just give us your reflections on this event.
The event as a whole has been awesome from an athlete and a spectator's perspective, in my opinion. Finals was great. I had really high hopes and high expectations for Megan Mascarenas, and I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all that she's won, and this has been a really great showing of what that kid is capable of. And on the men's side, we've seen some really impressive stuff go down as well. Jan, of course, being one of the strongest climbers in the world. He's the current European world champion. World champion, that makes no sense. He's the current European champion.
Yeah.
He's decided to set this boulder and this style boulder as the final men's problem. This is a showboat boulder, and the route setters did a great job for saving it for the grand finale, for sure.
So Sean McCall waves goodbye. That's the end of his competition. And here comes Akio Noguchi, defending champion. She won't be taking a gold here, but she's going to be fighting hard. Now looking, in fact, that fall, we're just waiting for scores to update, but she's going to be very, very close with Coxie. Like, how many attempts did Shauna take?
I don't recall. No, I think it was more than 2. Getting up to the bonus took a few tries.
Okay, we're waiting for the officials to hand their cards in. So, well, first of all, Akila's got to do this problem. So that's the first challenge. And it's a question of how many attempts. And I don't know if any of you online are able to check how many attempts Shauna Coxie took on problem 4. But it would be good to see.
In fact, Shauna's just turned up behind me. How many attempts did you take on problem 4, Shauna?
She doesn't know. I thought the perfect person to come to me. Was it 3, maybe something like that? Okay. Well, you've got Akio Noguchi here, who may take the silver off you, but at the moment, we'll see. You look quite chilled about it all. Just quickly say, how was the climb for you, all 4?
The climbs were really fun, actually. Number 4 was, I guess, quite amusing. Maybe not real climbing, I don't know, but I felt like I could have done it, but not in the time that I had. So yeah, it's one of those things.
Well done, Sean, and it's great to see you back well as well. So we'll see you at the next one. That was Shauna Coxie there, who seems to be quite relaxed about Akio Noguchi trying to snatch a silver medal off her. Climbers are chilled people, aren't they, really?
She's on the podium either way. She's stoked.
Yeah. Well, there she goes.
Akio has to stick the bonus to knock Shauna off the podium, actually, I think.
Well, it's nice to see that people are commenting on our commentating style. So it means that they sort of had enough of the climbing now, so they start talking about other things. And Johnny Bryan is apparently is known as the shouty one, and I'm the less shouty one. We just get excited, really. We just love what we're watching. So nothing wrong with that. Akia's looking for a bit of support. There's a few people heading home. I think the traffic out of Vail is going to be pretty chocker later, but there's a few good bands on tonight, so certainly hang around. This is the final attempt. Clock's gone.
Last climber, last attempt. The crowd's super loud. They're not going to stop screaming until she's off the wall. They know that this is the end.
Yeah. Alex, will you be going to any more events on the tour?
This year, no.
No.
I did Toronto. I competed here. That's it for me, yeah.
Here we go. Akuchi's big push. Oh.
Akia's definitely on the podium. She's got to be happy about that. She's a really smiley competitor. She's super sweet. It's really awesome to watch her climb. She tries really hard, and she's always really appreciative of the crowd and always says thank you to all the employees and volunteers, and that's all you can really ask for, like people that appreciate all the work that goes into putting an event on like this.
Well, Alex, you're going to be heading off into the night very shortly. Yes.
Into the night I go.
Go and party. What are you going to be? You're not climbing competition-wise, but I presume climbing's in your blood. You're going to be doing a lot of outdoor stuff and a lot of fun with friends.
Yep, predominantly outdoor stuff for the rest of the year. Maybe the Seco block. We'll see.
We'll see. Well, Alex, brilliant to have you on board. It's been an absolute joy, and I think I just saw Alex put you. Oh no, it was a tripod. I thought it was crutches there, but I was thinking she got up on the stage.
A tripod.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Tripod.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been fun.
It's always great to have you on board, and maybe we'll make it a hatchet next year, but try and get the final next year, please.
I will.
Maybe we can get a mic and you can commentate while you're climbing on the wall. That would be quite cool. Never been done before.
That's true.
Carlos, great job there. Don't go away because we need you for the interviews later. We're going to be interviewing the winners. Alex Johnson, we're going to let you go.
Awesome. Yeah, have a good night, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Very much. Absolutely awesome job. Alex Johnson, total pleasure to have her talking sense with me all the way through that. And now this is the dangerous moment for me because everybody tries to rush out and we still have interviews. We still have some filming of the medal ceremony. The official website has not yet been updated, so we're not able to put scores on the screen. Well, you need to just... well, I'll tell you what, we can put in the men's. The men's is correct. The women's is not yet correct, so we will get that up on the screen for you very shortly, but... this is how we stand. So this is a confirmed gold, silver medal. Look at that. It was 2 attempts on the bonus. That was the difference between Nathaniel Coleman getting the silver and gold. Adam Ondra gets the bronze. Sharafutdinov is in 4th place. McCall 5th. Fuji 6th. And Holowach finished 7th. What a great competition that was on the men's side of things. And how tight was it? 2 attempts at a bonus was the difference between gold and silver. But congratulations to Jan Hoyer, who failed to qualify in the Toronto event. He was 27th position. Well, he's certainly made up for it now, hasn't he? Oh, gold here in Vail. We're still waiting for the women's results to be entered. Okay, the guy entering the results is literally sat just 2 meters from me. Oh, he's picked his bag up. He's going. I think he's done them. interviews. Megan Mascarenas, I don't know what she's going to say. 17 years old, gold medal around her neck. And I remember Alex Johnson was 18 when she won here back in 2008. So it's going to be really interesting to hear what Megan has to say. What an incredible performance from the young American. Events coming up. We're in Chongqing in China on the 21st of June on Sunday. 2 weeks and a little bit time. Then the 27th of June, it's Haiyang, China also for Boulder and Speed World Cup. Somebody has just turned off our GoPro for some reason. People are de-rigging all around us. This happened last year. Then we've got a superb event in Chamonix, France. Saturday the 11th, Sunday the 12th of July, Lead and Speed, which is also the European Championships. And then finally in Briançon. There's a lot more to come after that. These are just our events that are coming up. There's a lot more to come after this. And it's great to have Alex Johnson with us as well throughout the whole of that. Well, just take a little breather here. I see people speaking Russian in the chat room. Just having a little look through of a few comments on the chat. Youngest American to ever win a Bouldering World Cup. You know, I will try and find out. I don't know if that's the case, but I will ask. I still think we're waiting for the female results to be updated. Okay, I do have an update for you. A little bit of confusion, which is not a stranger to me, I must admit. Akira Noguchi has actually got the silver medal position because Shauna Coxey was misinformed a little bit earlier on. I'm going to blame Graham Alderson. He's not listening, so I can say that quite safely here. But that does mean that the medal positions, we will just bring them up on screen for you right now. But it is Shauna Coxey taking the bronze, and Akira Noguchi will take the silver. There was a mistake a little bit earlier on. I think the Americans are quite chipper at the moment, I think it's fair to say. This is how the female category stands. That is confirmed now. Akira Noguchi, Shauna Coxey. Look at that. It was one difference, one bonus attempt. That was the difference between silver and bronze. Wow. So that is now official. I think we have to wait a little while, but they're just getting the podium in place. I'm going to be out there getting a couple of interviews. Okay, well, I'm going to try and get out there and get a few interviews as quickly as possible, so please bear with us. And we have to wait for the medal ceremony first. I think they're just trying to get everything sorted out there, and we'll be with you very shortly. Hiya, absolutely tremendous performance here today. After Toronto, you failed to make the semi-finals. That must have hurt quite a lot, and it must make you feel very good that you're now here with the gold.
Yeah, definitely. This year is such a short season, and every World Cup counts. I was super disappointed after Toronto. Although I knew that I'm in good shape, I really wanted to prove myself that I can win, that I can make finals again. And well, I just got lucky, like with the climbs and stuff. With Adam and me, it's always the same. I know the difference, many styles where he's just so much better. I got lucky that it came down to campusing and dynoing, and I finally did a slap rather quick, even quicker than him.
You did, you shot up there, I couldn't believe it. When you got to M4, when you came out, we said on commentary, you know, he knows he's going to make this one. You had that confident look about you. You were pretty confident.
Well, on problem number 4, like Nathaniel and me were sitting in isolation, and we both knew we are in the lead. We both knew we are like maybe the best in this campusing stuff. So once he did it, I knew it's possible, and yeah, you could really control every move. So I wasn't scared about slipping or doing stupid mistakes. So I was confident that I could do it as well. Yeah, and it worked.
Well, Jan, you know, you're world number 1 last year. Congratulations on that. You know, with some amazing climbers, the field. And, you know, who is this kid, Nathaniel Coleman? Where's he come from?
I have no idea, but I really like him. He's such a great climber. I heard he's only 18 years old, so much better than I was with 18 years. So we will see him in so many finals in the future. And yeah, Adam and me tried to convince him to go to China in 2 and 3 weeks, because he's such a great talent, and he can make like overall podium.
And Nathaniel Gaza does it. Jan Hoyer, brilliant performance.
One more thing, I want to say this one is for you, Dad, because he just turned 50 these days. So happy birthday!
Well done, Dad. Thank you. Take care. Mega Max Race, you can see yourself on the big screen. We are live here to the world on IFSC. How does it feel? You're 17 years old and you've just won a gold in America. That must be incredible.
I am so excited. I can't even express it in words how I feel.
But you just had no fear on the wall. You from the first moment, you must have been aware that some of the other big names were falling off in the early problems. And do problem one.
Usually the way the other climbers climb affects me because you can tell behind the wall. But since I went first, I felt like I had a clean slate and I was only climbing by myself, which was super cool.
We had Alex Johnson in commentary. We spoke to Alex Puccio, 2 female winners of the Vail World Cup in the past. And one of the things that Alex said was that, she felt she was almost a bit too young because she was 18 when she won it for the first time. She felt climbing was a little bit easy. You sort of got that little nagging feeling in the back of your mind that, hey, this sport's a bit easier than I thought.
I am young in the World Cup, but I've been competing since I was really young in youth events, so I'm not new to competitions.
Right, so you know climbing very well. You know it's a tough sport.
Yes.
Yeah. Finally, what do you do from here? Are you going to China? Are you going to be competing in? Because you're so young, you're still at school. What do you do? This must be a game changer for you.
Well, this year I'm also planning on doing the World Championship in Germany with one of my really good friends, so that'll be fun.
Great. Well, I'll tell you what, it'd be great to see you over there, the way you climb some of those problems. And final question. Problem 4, did you actually know that you'd won the gold when you came out there? Had somebody had a sneaky word to you from the crowd? You can tell us the truth.
The girls in the back told me.
Wonderful. Well, it was well, I've got to say, it's an amazing performance. Well done. And enjoy your celebration in Vail tonight. Well done.
Thank you so much.
Cheers. Thank you. Well, what an incredible event we've seen here in Vail. Megan Mascarenas, 17 years old, has taken the gold medal, and the USA also get a medal with Nathaniel Coleman, I should say, on the men's side of things. Brilliant event, absolutely phenomenal. We had a big crowd here in the arena in Vail. It's always great to see. And what an atmosphere. Great route setting, great climbing, a great crowd and a great atmosphere. What a great way to finish. Hope you sleep well in Europe. Some of you diehards have stayed up into the middle of the night to watch this. And even people in Asia are watching this, I'm being told. We're going to see you next from China in 2 weeks' time. It's Chongqing, which is the Boulder World Cup coming up next. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye for me from here in Vail.